we go. There we go. I think I got steady. I was trying to do this on my other computer and it wouldn't let me. It was acting stupid. About ready, about ready. See, this one I need some rocking. Need some music rocking. Let me know you in the comments though if you here watching while I get ready. Music makes you lose control.
You should have some jazz music playing like they do for the NBA in between in between games.
Some jazz music playing.
Let me see.
Do it like this. Do it like this.
Yo, I sometimes hate making beats around my peeps, cause when I press play, they always got something to say like, yo, why your tempo so slow? And yo, why your chords be so mellow? But I stay cool like Jello, even though I'm upset. They talk about being amped when my art is the subject. And every time I start a project, I hear them yapping about platinum and me not reaching the charts yet. Not realizing I take it to heart. And if you understood that, well, then you know that this one is for you. And each and every one of my crew. Don't be mad, just be glad for the things that I do. I'm the new king of swing, watch some niggas cling to my Bozak, talking this and that. I have my girls sing through fools. Use each and every one of my tools that had them thirst niggas drooling. Cats be mad cause I'm allergic to hi-hats. They rather have shiny raps. Come on, who you fooling? I'm all into music. Not only do I like it dirty, grimy infused with jazz. You gotta represent hip-hop and rap your ass off. Not 10% hip-hop, 90% do a rap song. If it's true that this is what you doing, then this is for you. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I can hear the music.
Instead of getting props, I'm getting options to swap tracks. You act like you wear the top hat, yo, stop that. You don't rule CVs, and I know majority 2 out of 3 wins. Fuck it, don't rhyme on my tracks, then try to climb on my back after I blow when I'm fat. I design serene tracks to ease back and right and lash mode to keep drops intact. Proba, 100% hip hop, not rap. I'll never drip drop or hit the pit stop. I'll never flip flop or floss a wristwatch. Hot damn, I'm a man that'll get props. And if you stand in my way, you just get mopped. So please stop popping all that shit. I'm getting sick like the flu. Switched up my whole damn crew. Pimped them. If you got these symptoms, well, then this is for you. Come on. You mad cause I rock a little cap with a knapsack? Damn right, motherfucker, I'm a backpacker. And I'll attack any of you sad whack rappers. We real hip hoppers, and y'all are all actors. We true MCs, y'all can all see the factors. The beats on MD and graffiti in the black book. Low on my back with the flow that's spectacular. Hold that, revert back to old rap vernacular. In case you forgot, my main purpose is to preserve real hip hop, and all y'all deserve that hot hip hop. So here it goes. Shit, play it out of control. It's how we do it. New shit out of the blue, kid. And stick it in the with the phlegm is the fluid. You know what I'm saying? Shit. If you're listening to my crew, you definitely know that this
Go ahead, start without the homie. You ready to start, Mika? Good.
I'm good.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
Not gonna jerk that. Go back.
All right, let's get this rocking. Ooh, I didn't know that was kind of hard. That was crazy. What's up, good world? What's up, people? This is Blues House Live. I am your host with Nadia and friends with me on right now. The other friend shows up. Mika, what's up?
What up?
Yes, indeed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Yeah, do all of that, man. You can donate at the Cash App, $Bluminati, or you can go to www.buymeacoffee.com/blueshouse. I need to start uploading like some content over there to get people more enticed to go over there. You know, just some things like that. So I did a little. Well, I'll talk about that later, man. My little rant video about the recast.
We saw that video.
I got a little traction on the tweets, on the Twitters, and pour me up a little drink real quick. Got a little traction over there, and things got a little. Oh, there you go. Ooh, we got the little homie with him.
There we go.
Yeah, what's up, Cole?
What's good, y'all?
Kobe Cove in the building. Yes, indeed. But yeah, I got a little traction on that, man. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Right, but want to start with this Disney Plus day. That's what we're gonna start. I ain't even gonna ask y'all how y'all days been. How y'all days been, man? Let me start that way first.
Just another manic Monday. Oh my God. Right. It's been
another manic Monday.
I feel that.
Yes. I now have to quarantine for the next week and a half or so because somebody at my daughter's school tested positive for COVID.
Oh, nice.
So we'll be virtual school for the next couple of days.
Right.
I feel that. I've been just keeping up with this trial all day long. I hate to say that I have, but I've been watching it all day long.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. I feel you. I haven't been watching it. I don't even know. Last thing I saw with him was he was crying on the stand or something.
Yeah.
The last
That's really what got me interested in watching it,
to
be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, I can
Insert the Prince emoji.
Yeah, I can really care less about it, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think so too. That's how I feel. I feel he's gonna walk. But yeah, Disney Plus Day, man.
Right.
What day was that? That was Friday. They had
Yes.
Disney Plus Day.
Yes.
It was supposed to be a day of announcements. Everything was supposed to be, and I think for the most part, to give some context and the preference around this situation, Disney Plus was supposed to, or Disney, I should say, they tried to make it an experience. I personally feel that they fell short of the goal that they was trying to reach. And
I agree.
I do want to talk about the content that they gave us, but before I dive into the content, I just wanted, the reason I said it was, I named this episode the disaster. What I call the disastrous Disney
Disney Day disaster.
Yeah.
I just read that.
Yeah, they did a lot. You just read that. They did a lot though. Like, so it was, what was intriguing to see was how they tried to put it together, right? So they tried to make it this more than just this cyber event for the most part. They wanted you to go out and enjoy some of the thing. Like AMC had this show up to the movie theater. You don't even know what Disney movie you're gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? It was just screenings. Yeah, they had all this. Target was doing.
I didn't even know that.
Right, and that's why it was a disaster.
Oh yeah, because I was like,
it at all.
what?
Like, you know what I'm
saying?
a
Disney Plus subscriber. Damn it!
Didn't see none of that, did you? None of that.
None.
Target did what did Target do? Target did something. I can't remember what they did. Then you had
they did the plus anniversary thing with the Simpsons.
Yeah, like it was a lot of things that they tried.
A lot of things going on
to do outside of you getting onto Disney Plus or you being in front of a computer screen. They wanted you to actually go out, you know what I'm saying, and be part of the actual whatever was going on. But I just think it fell short because, like you said, who knew about it? You know,
I didn't know about none of that.
Like who really knew about it, man?
Let me go check my email.
I got on because I was off on Friday, so I got on Disney, and it was weird too the way that they did it. It's like, to me, I think they should have just streamed it on, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever YouTube is or whatever.
Yeah, but
they didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff got leaked the day before, you know, the day prior, so it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just didn't even care. You know what I'm saying? It's like, seemed like they put effort into it, and then the last day they was like, whatever, man.
Right.
They get what they get.
They'll get it however they get it anyway.
Right. Somebody gonna leak it. We don't, you know, at this point we don't care.
It don't. Right. It was just crazy to me. But they had, you know, it was a lot of things that they put out. You know, they put out the Obi-Wan Kenobi sizzle reel, but that leaked early. Because this was like totally opposite of what they did for the Investor Day. I think it was either 2020 or 2019, the Disney Day, the Disney Investor Day. That was a crazy ass rollout. They announced all these different, you know, Disney Plus shows, movies, and you know what I'm saying. You had every different producers coming up and talking about what was, you know what I'm saying, what was going on for the most sense. We didn't get none of it. They just threw some shit at, you know what I'm saying, at you. Oh well, you know what I'm saying. I just felt that was a service to the fans. Also, a lot of the things that was quote unquote supposed to be big reveals, they hid it behind the paywall. So if you didn't have Disney Plus, you can watch it. You know what I mean?
Right.
What sense does that make? If I'm trying to, I'm not gonna hide my shit behind the paywall. Not a commercial. Why would I hide a commercial?
Right.
Paywall. That makes no You know what I'm saying? So, but I just want to get y'all before I hop into the things. What do you guys take on that?
Go ahead. I'll let you go first.
So, I mean, I'm just as shocked as you are to know that there were actual things outside of Disney Plus going on Disney Plus Day. Had I known about the AMC thing, I would have definitely gone to the movies and just randomly watched any Disney movie. But I saw all the stuff on Disney Plus, like the Simpsons anniversary. I didn't watch anything on Disney Plus Day because I wasn't interested in it. I was more so interested in like the future stuff that was getting ready to come out. So,
right.
And then you didn't get, here's the thing, we got all of these announcements and it was like, okay, but we only have trailers for a couple of the shows that you're gonna get.
Right.
Okay, thanks.
Right.
But I mean, if you're gonna make announcements like this, like at least give us like a little snippet of each and every show. Like it ain't even gotta be a whole trailer, but just like you're doing a whole thing on Groot. We know Groot is a CGI character. You could have did a little snippet like of him like waving or something like that. Like
right.
Something like that. So I'm a little disappointed in Disney about this Disney Plus Day. Y'all could have did better. Y'all do better. Next year, do better. Okay. That's all I got.
Okay. What about you, old Cole? What you got for me, man? Did you feel the same way?
Yeah. You made an interesting point when you said that the Investor Day was this big, huge, flashy, you know what I'm saying? They rolled out the red carpet, did all these reveals and everything. It seems like that's the only people they really care about impressing are the investors.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about impressing us fans because they look at us as mindless dribble anyway, so we're just going to consume anything they put out. So that's how it feels.
You know, and you saying that, I didn't even think about it like that. Yeah, it seems like, which is crazy because, you know, they all the investors, that was in like a boardroom setting.
Right.
So that whole presentation, yeah, it was for the investors, but that was more so for us, the consumer, than the investor. You know what I'm saying? Because they could get all of that behind last year or whatever year that big investor day meeting was, they could have did all that behind closed scene, closed doors or whatever. And then that next day we could have got all, you know what I'm saying, the announcements and the trailers and stuff like that.
Right.
So you and like I said, it's crazy you say that they didn't take it this, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, they kind of looked at us like, yeah, they fans, they gonna, you know, they get what they get, they're gonna stay here and watch it. Another interesting caveat to that is Disney stock dropped after the Disney Plus. Yeah, and it dropped significantly, you know, it was a significant drop. A lot of people looked at it as, you know, maybe that Disney Plus Day might have been a bad thing for Disney. You know what I'm saying? Like the way they announced these things or the announcements for this big hyped up event. You know what I'm saying? This was almost as bad or as worse as DC's fandom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was
yeah.
That. You know what I mean? Like it was damn on par with that. But we did get some good out of it. They talk, you know what I'm saying? It's on the strictly Disney side. What we did, Hocus Pocus.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Pixar gave us Spaceman with the big chin.
Did you say
Max?
Huh?
Baymax. You talking about Buzz?
Yeah, I'm talking Buzz. Why they get like his chin was already big, but they like made sure to get his chin with this new rendition, you know, this new rendition of Buzz Lightyear.
I mean,
well, this is supposed to be the person that the toy is based off of.
Right,
so,
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Man, that is crazy, but
yeah,
we got Baymax, which is why. And I got a question when it comes to what is Hero
6? Big Hero 6.
Why is it strictly Disney and not Marvel?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a Marvel comic book.
Yep.
It's a Marvel comic book.
I mean,
I just want to know why. You know what I'm saying? Why? Yeah. Why keep it strictly Disney or on that? Yeah, because that's not Pixar. That's Disney
Yep.
animation. So why even? You know what I'm saying? Why not capitalize off the Marvel? With that, I don't get it.
nah, because then people be like, how is Baymax gonna be a part of the MCU?
Right.
You know it would come.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it would.
You know
That
it
would
would
be
come.
probably
They slap a Marvel
number
sticker
one
on
question.
that. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
It would. You right.
How does Baymax play a part in the MCU?
You're right. You're right.
Sit down.
You're right. You're right. So we got that. We got something I want to kind of what's near and dear to me, and probably I think Mika ain't down with it, but is the new Predator film. I'm big on Predator.
I think it's going to be interesting concept.
Can we like put the Predator to rest already? I'm over it.
The reason why you is because the ball that was dropped. So many.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yes,
With
most def.
VP.
But the character of Predator or that franchise itself has a lot to tell if done right.
Has a lot of life.
Yeah, it's a lot of life left in that franchise. It's just finding or getting on the right track. And so far, I thought AVP would have been the right track. You know what I'm saying?
But PG-13 rating for
Yeah.
both movies that have been rated R since they started.
And it seemed to and it seems to me is with the AVP franchise, that first movie they threw money into it. That's why it was the better one out of the two.
Mhm.
It seemed like me, you, and Kobe got our money together and said, let's try to make Aliens. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it just didn't have the big budget feel.
I agree.
It was extra dark. You couldn't even see what was going on in the movie.
True.
That was
That's true.
probably the worst part of the movie was I couldn't see what the fuck was going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
And then they came back Predators and what was this last one called? Was it just called Predator?
The Predator.
The Predator.
Predator. And they were not bad, but we keep doing is we keep trying to remake this movie based off of the 1987 movie.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're doing that, you're gonna be hard pressed to recreate just like Terminator, just like all those, you know what I'm saying, these movies that have those long franchises that seem like they just keep getting weaker and weaker as you go on. Quit trying to capture that magic in the bottle. Find new magic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
Yes.
why, I'm a fan, because I'm just a fan of the things that, you know what I'm saying, because I think that idea of Predator coming in and you know what I'm saying, or Alien coming in and doing the things that Predator did, I think that it still has some fresh concepts in it that we're just not finding the right creative person, or we're not building enough the mythos, the background. That's how I get it. And I could be wrong, but
I mean, I'm still gonna watch it because it's Predator, right?
This is one thing that I think that they are making jokes. Instead of them saying, all right, we're gonna put this in there, this is a Hulu exclusive.
Yep.
And I think that is a hard move because now the expectation is now lower.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not coming in saying this film is gonna do this, that, and the third. It's Hulu exclusive. If it does good, we give you another Hulu exclusive. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're probably gonna see that with the next Alien movie. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a Hulu exclusive. Stuff like that. I think a lot of those 20th Century Fox properties on that sci-fi level that might still have a little bit of gas in the tank, they won't go to the theater because it would, to me, it doesn't make sense. Why? You know what I'm saying? Especially when I can turn this franchise around on the streaming level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that makes the most sense doing it.
Look down, stupid.
Look down, as you see everything that's on this screen right here, you know, Star. Let's touch on that. I know Mika's not a big Star Wars fan, but I think this needs to be said about this reason why the Disney Day was also a disaster. Like I said, last year they announced all of the not Disney Star Wars shows. They announced Boba Fett. They announced
Kenobi.
Kenobi, and what is Andor?
They announced oh gosh,
Ahsoka.
Yeah, but also they announced a Ewok show, didn't they?
Was it Ewok?
I think it was.
Yeah, they did do an Ewok. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had all of these major announcements a year ago. We get up to Disney Plus Day, and all you got this Kenobi, and not even, you know what I'm saying? It was a sizzle reel, but it wasn't nothing from the show per se. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't give us any Star Wars content. You know what I'm saying? Star Wars is one of the biggest franchises in the world, and you didn't give me any Star Wars content. To me, that's a ball drop. You just dropped like heavily dropped the ball. Now the rumor has it is some turmoil going on over there in the Lucasfilm department of Disney.
Well, they don't have a head for it anymore.
No, she's still up there. Kathleen Kennedy's still there.
But I thought she wasn't in charge anymore of Star Wars itself.
I don't know if she's not in charge, but she's still the head of Lucasfilm. For right now. So, you know, that's crazy. To not have Star Wars content on a big day like this is weird.
That's a miss.
Yeah, that's weird. And it shows either dysfunction or y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing on that side of the fence when it comes to
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, people been saying that Lucasfilm be going down since a while now. I just want to see like that, you know, going on the wrong end of the spectrum. For you to not give the fans any kind of content. I mean, not even on the like you could even on the animated side, we didn't get a Bad Batch season 2 or, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. So that's, like I said, that's weird to me.
Maybe this was just like, we gonna give y'all all the Marvel and a couple of Star Wars until we get this, you know, the Lucasfilms thing figured out. Like, who's gonna be running this joint, you know, for the future. Like, maybe that was it. Maybe they had content they were gonna put out, but then like Disney was like, nah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait, and we're gonna give it all to you during the holiday season.
That's normally the time to release Star Wars stuff.
Right. But that's right. So if using that logic for the holiday season coming up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, you know, Star Wars is known for being during the holiday season. You give me Obi-Wan, you give me whatever you got. If all you got is some steals, you show me some steals and let me know, okay, yeah, they working on Andor, or yeah, they working on this. So, like, you could have even had Rosario Dawson come out and just talk about how, you know what I'm saying, it's an honor to play. You could have you got Hayden Christensen coming back as Darth Vader or Anakin Skywalker. You could have had him do a quick little interview of what it feels to be back, you know what I'm saying, playing Anakin or playing Darth Vader, stuff like, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that would help quell the fan base, you know what I'm saying, to me. So that,
I mean, maybe this is just a plot by Disney. I'm just saying, like, especially, I don't know. You know, I'm not a Star Wars fan, so maybe I'm just making this all up because it sounds good. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, maybe this is just a plot by Disney to be like, okay, we're gonna give you all this Marvel stuff that we've been working on. We got this one Star Wars thing that we've been working on. We got others, but we don't want to give it to you just yet. We'll wait until after Thanksgiving or right before Christmas time and let you know, like, hey, here are the following Star Wars movies or Star Wars series that are getting ready to come out on Disney Plus. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I could see that happening in the future. Like for now, it's probably just a, hey, we got these Marvel shows that y'all want to watch.
Right.
Boom. Because Marvel is ultimate. I mean, not saying Star Wars isn't a big thing for Disney, but ultimately Marvel kind of is the front runner for Disney right now.
No, it is.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that. But I'm gonna still throw a but. Star Wars, because Disney is up and running. You see what I'm saying? Like, not Disney, I'm sorry, Marvel is up and running. It's basically itself right now. You know what I'm saying? Star Wars is the thing that's barely chugging along. You know what I'm saying? So if I have some things that I can get the hype train rolling on, shit, I'm finna show them shits because Star Wars just ain't, you know what I'm saying? They ain't cutting the mustard right now. So I'm finna show anything that I got. That's how I look at it. And like I could be wrong and you could be right. It could be, hey, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe they just ain't got shit to show us.
True.
You know
True.
They might not have nothing. That might be what it really is, man. We ain't got shit to show you on the Disney on the Lucasfilm side when it comes to Star Wars. So we got Obi-Wan. Y'all down with that? Cool. All right, Marvel, y'all up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Could be that.
Come on, Marvel, you got this.
Well, think about how bad they dropped the ball with the last few Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
They have really divided their fan base by giving us these bullshit ass Star Wars movies that they've given us here recently. You know what I'm saying? I mean, taking these stories that, I mean, you got one of the biggest franchises ever.
Mm-hmm.
And you take it and you do what they did to it by bastardizing it for one, and then for two, just, I guess, making up the story as you go along.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Freestyle.
Yeah. I mean, shit, they probably wrote that script while they were on set most of the time. They made changes while they were on set.
I mean, while it was on set.
Right. I mean,
hey,
that's the thing.
Why you laughing? A lot of classic what we consider classic 80s movies, they was done like if it had Canon, remember how the logo Canon?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those dudes, go and watch. It's on YouTube. I think it's called Electric Boogaloo: The History of Canon Films, because they also did Breaking, you know what I'm saying, Breaking 2.
Oh,
watch that. And they talk about how it was two Jewish brothers who started that film company, and they talk about how a lot of the stuff it's so crazy. We're talking about Marvel. They used to own the rights to Spider-Man.
Wow. Wow.
They used to own they did He-Man. They owned the right. They had the rights to He-Man.
We don't talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't talk about that.
I think that movie needs more love than hate.
Nah.
It was a product at the time, for sure.
To me, it needs more love than hate. That's how I feel.
Okay, so maybe I should go back and rewatch it so that I can give it the love that it deserves.
Yeah, but don't come back and hate on it.
All right.
Leave the hate.
Okay, I'll leave the hate at the gate. Look, he was on it.
Leave the hate at the gate. But no, what was I talking about? Oh, so
Canon.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Well, he was saying just freestyle writing on set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think things like that do happen. I think all the time we get, you know what I'm saying? So you be like, well, wait, what? Like this is that first draft, that first half of that script might have been pre-written and pristine, polished up, and then they got to a point, director, writers, whoever, producers was like, nah, I don't like this third act or this second act. And they were like, well, you know what? You do it then. And you might see someone come in, rewrite it.
That wouldn't make sense.
You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes that's why you get like tone changes, you know what I'm saying, or some shit that just don't jot from one, you know what I'm saying, from one act to another. Shit just don't add up. That the person who coming in writing act 2 didn't read act 1, and he just, you know what I'm saying.
or a complete wig change in the case of Tyler Perry in the middle of a scene.
Middle of a scene, quick.
How you do that, bro?
Terrible.
How you
Tyler
do that?
Perry, man. Tyler Perry. But what else? Bring it back up.
Can I talk about what I'm excited for though?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that. What are you guys excited for? I got a couple that I'm excited for. What are you guys excited for? What was the best one for you?
I'm excited for, obviously, I Am Groot.
Ooh, no,
Shut it. Talking shit, bro. You hear this? I'm definitely excited for X-Men 97 because I obviously grew up watching X-Men every Saturday morning. It was like the last cartoon they showed right before night before wrestling came on. It's before something else came on Fox. It was the very last show. So I'm excited about X-Men 97. I'm definitely excited about Ironheart. And also Agatha, House of Harkness.
Okay.
And everything else. Oh, and Moon Knight. Moon Knight.
Yep.
Yes, that one too. Yep.
Okay.
If memory serves, X-Men, it was Spider-Man and then X-Men, and then they would play Goosebumps on TV. That was your Saturday morning, right there.
So
I didn't get Goosebumps. Yeah. It was Spider-Man, X-Men, and then I don't know if y'all remember, they had this. It was like a kung fu show. It was all the actors from Mortal Kombat that was in it. It was Bruce Lee's daughter. She was the host. That used to come on.
Oh, I do remember.
No idea what you're talking about. So my cartoons always ended with X-Men because I always remember I would watch X-Men last and then I would go outside and play.
That was the end. No, that was the end of the cartoon block. But
right.
I think then it turned into I guess local program or whatever they wanted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm just saying what came on after my, you know what I'm saying? It was that block, like you said, Spider-Man, X-Men, and then whatever came on after that. I'm just saying how mine, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I watch X-Men and then they'll be like, I'm going outside.
Yep, outside. That's right. What you got, Kobe? What you excited for?
See, I'm excited about X-Men 97, but then again, I'm kind of skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, like, we live in a different time period than when that show came out.
We do.
I just hope that they don't. I hope that it stays the course and doesn't try to gradually evolve into being a more modern show. Keep it set where it was set.
If they do this, okay, and I agree with you. This is what they have to do. Just retell the shit out the comics. That's it. That's all you need. Just like X-Men did, they changed it up a little bit for anime, for Saturday morning cartoons, but basically it was a retelling of the Chris Claremont, Jim Lee era. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need to do. And if they want to modernize it, I'm fine with that. You can modernize it, but tell strictly the stories of the comic book. I don't need showcasing things that don't need to be showcased. If you get what I'm saying.
And I know exactly what you're saying. And I feel like that this is the opportunity they have to do that.
Yeah, I don't need them doing it.
That's exactly what that's why I'm a little skeptical.
Yeah,
they're gonna mess
like
it up.
I said. Oh well, I mean, like I said, I feel like it's gonna be made a little too modern. But
I mean, some people. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Finish up.
Like I said, that's basically it. I think it's gonna be made a little too modern. But
you think they're not gonna stick to 97?
No, not necessarily that. But there's some tones that they're going to go for, and some agendas that they're going to push.
Yeah,
and it's definitely going to happen. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be the same show that we grew up with and loved as kids. Even with all the same people coming back.
Yeah, I think they're trying to bring majority of those voice actors back. The new the guy who's doing the animation is a black guy.
Okay.
And he's worked on, I don't know if y'all watched Dota on Netflix. He worked on Castlevania also. He did Cannon Busters. Well, he didn't do Cannon Busters, but he was part of that team on Cannon Busters. So let me see if I could bring up his Twitter page. if I remember what it was, but he showcased his stuff on Twitter, and it looks good, man. It really looks good. Let me see.
Y'all want to see that Marvel Zombies?
Not really.
Uh,
I'm just
that-
not.
I'm a little
I'm not
skeptical
saying
about
it's gonna be
that.
bad, but I'm just not intrigued. I just don't
I'm
care.
skeptical.
I'm done with zombies. I'm just done with zombies.
I think The Walking Dead like literally
yeah.
like desensitized
It
like
sucked the
people
life out of
from
zombies.
yeah, pretty much yeah.
All the
I mean
allure, all
that
the
show's been
mystery,
on for
yeah.
like 10 seasons. Like,
Right.
dude, we're good. We've seen enough zombies. Don't give us no more zombie movies, shows. We're good. Thank you.
And I think that's my whole thing. It's not that it'll be a bad show or whatever. I'm just done with zombies, man. I'm done with. I know it's probably still some juice that can be squeezed out of this fucking lemon. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, man.
That's why
You're
Fear the
talking
Walking
about the
Dead ain't
zombies-
that great.
The zombies, the subgenre in general, the zombie subgenre.
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking? Have you seen Train to Busan?
yeah. Mhm.
That I watched it for the first time yesterday.
But see,
That-
that's good. No, that's I like that movie.
I did
Right.
too.
It did something different for with
Right,
zombies.
but that's what I'm trying to see. Marvel Zombies is a straight up zombie. That's it. There's no special. There's nothing special about Captain
What they're
America
trying
as
to
a
do.
zombie. Yeah, right. It's nothing special.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no
Right.
crazy plot twist. This is just zombies, but they're superheroes. You know what I mean? And another, because I'm pretty sure to be a continuation of what we got in What If. So to be them, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people like that episode. It wasn't a bad episode. So we'll get, I think Spider-Man survived. We get one-legged T'Challa, and we'll get who else was that?
The head of
Yeah, of
Ant-Man. Yeah.
And I think that was it, right? So that we'll probably see the Hulk survived. But wait, didn't who was that? Doctor Strange? Didn't he bring all the zombies to help fight Ultron though?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. He dumped them in another universe. So what I saw on YouTube was that this strain or the zombie disease is created by some entity that can jump from universe to universe. I was like, so this entity can go into different multiverses, and that's the reason. I'm like, maybe I don't want to watch
Lost
this.
me there. Right.
I don't want to watch this.
That's the reason why I don't like the multiverse.
This idea, right?
It's stupid. It's dumb.
Sloppy.
Sloppy is dumb. But people are eating it up. They are eating it up, and I'm like, y'all.
Yeah, like What If was a fan favorite that I read somewhere.
That got season 2.
That got season 2.
I'm like, what? And the thing, the concept of What If comic side is not bad, right? And the reason why I say it's not bad, because it's a what if story. You know what I'm saying? And it's just some
Pick it up, read it once, and put it down.
Put it down. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It has no bearing on. There's no what if universe. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
They're making the what if stories multiverse. You know, to turn this. Marvel does not do multiverse well. That's not their thing. You know what I'm saying? It's
but
not.
They still gonna push it on us.
I know.
They gonna push it on us.
My thing is this them just trying to do it before DC does it? You know what I'm saying? Is that what it is? Because you don't do multiverse well. You don't even have big multiversal stories. You have alternative universe stories to where it's like this is the main universe turned into this universe. You have that, but you don't have multiversal stories that span crazy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that. You don't have that. So I guess the biggest multiverse story that they would have been the Ultimate universe. And then when they killed that, they brought a lot of the Ultimate guys over. Second to that will probably be Age of Apocalypse universe. When they got rid of that, a lot of those people came over to the main continuity. But that's not what they do. DC does this shit every year. Like,
Yep.
they wait now to, you know what I'm saying, to Crisis on Infinity, Earth 8 or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. Marvel does not do this. And you laughing, but look at
That's
I
the
don't
truth.
do you watch what it is, Legends? Have you seen that shit on WB CW? With you never watched it?
I've watched a
watch
couple episodes.
The
Yeah.
Flash?
No.
None of
No.
Well, they even do, but that's what I'm saying. They even do it on the TV side. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying?
They
That's-
tie in Flash and Arrow, and they tie
That's
in all
what-
the TV shows. Yeah.
That's DC's thing, and that's why I guess the way I'm looking at it, like they just trying to get ahead of DC. They just don't want DC to have, and I get that from a competitive aspect. I get it. I'm not letting up on y'all. Y'all finna get this business, but at the risk of creativity,
Right.
because this is not creative. A lot of people, oh man, they get to tell this story. Yeah, but it fucks up the other stories that they gave us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not creative. Anybody can just every day make a new story that has nothing to do with the story, you know what I'm saying, prior. Show me if you can make up a new story that connects, you know what I'm saying, to where like how Dave Chappelle always, his punchlines always come back at the end. That's creative. You know what I'm saying? That's creative. Not, I just joke after joke after joke, punchline. Anybody could, you know what I'm saying? If you're a writer, you can do that. You come up with a story, an individual story. But to make them have some kind of bearing, I don't want to hear that shit, man. You're not doing it. You're not doing it well. So yeah, I'm not zombies. I'm good on that.
Me too.
I'm good on that. I'll go ahead, finish, Kobe. You was done with what you was excited about?
I'm kind of interested in this in the Agatha Harkness show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also interested in how they're gonna do this She-Hulk series, because I see it being more like a legal drama. Like I see it more being I see it being more like an Ally McBeal type show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what the vibe that I got from this.
I got that vibe too, though. I did.
Yeah. And I'm like, so more like a, you know what I'm saying, like a 90s type legal comedy.
Ally McBeal.
Yeah. Or
Ally
like
McBeal.
Boston Legal or something like that.
Boston Legal, Ally. That's exactly what I got. Nigga, you laughing? Why you didn't get that feel? What you got?
I ain't getting nothing from that. I watched the trailer. It was like I must have blinked because I was like, they didn't even show it when she was green. But then I watched it again. It was like, oh,
yeah,
we got like the back of her calf or something like that, or like her well-toned booty.
Her body, right.
Yeah,
I mean, I like that they're bringing in Banner, to kind of guide her on her journey into turning green and whatnot. But other than that, I'm just like, meh. I'm not interested in this. I didn't get the Ally McBeal vibes on it, maybe because I didn't watch that show. But I'm just saying.
I remember it. Yeah.
I think the reason why Kobe's saying it, she's a lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think single is going to be taking place in court. You know what I'm saying? Some type of, I could see Star Fox on trial because actually she represented Star Fox or R. Kelly as went in the comics. You know what I'm saying? So I could see something. Like that. I could see her doing. I think she probably will be representing some kind of villain. You know what I'm saying?
The rumor is that it's Abomination.
Yeah, I can see that happening. You know what I'm saying? But no, I think that's the reason why we're saying, because that's the only way you can really go with that is a legal drama comedy. You know what I'm saying? Legal drama.
That's more get angry.
Huh?
More like
get angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but her thing isn't anger though.
No, yeah, she just
the thing is Star Fox is on, she might be on that list too. You know what I'm saying? Because
smash list.
She's an associate.
But no, she she's and I'm pretty sure they probably ain't gonna touch on this, but she's real
Promiscuous.
Yeah, promiscuous in the 90s. I don't know if I can say that now, but she's just being a woman now, you know what I'm saying? But she does that. That's her thing. Is me and you, you know what I'm saying? You know, so
it is what it is.
gotta work these kinks out, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
she's a lawyer. She gotta do what she gotta do.
I do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't got no payment. She be like, don't worry about it. I know what you can pay me.
Right. And that's kind of the vibe that I think I'm going to get. That's the vibe I think I'm getting from this show. That's how they're going to push this. It's going to be more of an adult type show.
Yeah, I think it'll be more adult orientated.
PG.
Yeah. But yeah, I like She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk is dope. But like I said, I'm a fan of her because she had the thing too. She has a long history. So to me, this show is just the beginning of something that's going to branch out and be bigger because she might, well, of late, she's probably more popular than the Hulk himself. You know what I'm saying? Of late, comic wise. She's been in the Fantastic Four. She's an Avenger. You know what I'm saying? She beat up Thanos. She's just, you know what I'm saying? When you get into her comic book history, and if they start bringing some of that stuff out, this would be, you know what I'm saying, on from a female standpoint, this would be a character that, right, you would probably want to see take the forefront. You know what I'm saying? If they already aren't picturing her to take the forefront, because, you know, we got Captain Marvel as the, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote, powerful feminist female movement type character, and she represents it, but she represents it not in a bad way, but more, she's a little bit more Karen-ish, or the way that not the way that Brie Larson is. I don't think Brie Larson is a Karen or anything like that, but the way the media is kind of portraying Captain Marvel, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know, a lot of people get turned off by the way that she's portrayed. I think She-Hulk is kind of like the antithesis to that, you know what I'm saying? But still girl power, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, what I'm excited for is X-Men, of course, favorite all-time comic book, you know what I'm saying, characters, like, just can't go. I identify with any and everything that they do inside those books, so I'm excited about that. Plus Saturday morning cartoons, the nostalgia is there. And I'm excited. I want to see, I'm intrigued by the Spider-Man freshman year, because I'm like, okay, they really doing the 90s, and you know what I'm saying, we getting the X-Men and the Spider-Man cartoon. Y'all really trying to do that. So only thing is, it's the MCU Spider-Man in his fucking
college, first year of college.
No, this is his first year of Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, his freshman year as Spider-Man. Yes,
that's why I started, you know, because you know they keeping the whole school thing going. So freshman year, high school, so he have on the red. He won't even have a Spider-Man suit, but you know he had that red hoodie and jeans and shit like that. And I'm like, I don't know if I really want to see him doing shit in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know his costume is him, Superman, Batman, Wolverine. Like, they got iconic costumes. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Wonder Woman, like these costumes, you don't change. You know what I'm saying? These is ones that even if you change, you gotta come back, no matter what. We coming back to this costume. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, nah, man. I don't know, but I'm excited about that. Agatha seems like it could be cool. I want to see what they're gonna do. House of Harkness. Is that gonna be like a prequel? Is it gonna show what she's doing, still trapped inside? What's the town? What was it called?
Westview.
Westview. You know what I'm saying? Is she still trapped inside there? So I'm kind of intrigued about that. But for me, it'll probably be the X-Men 97, just because I want to see. And I don't know if y'all watched it or even know. I think it was either season 4 or they did the seasons out of order when they showed them live, because it actually got canceled after season 3 or 4. It got canceled, or it wasn't coming back. They brought it back anyway, and they was gonna let it run, and they did it out of order. So you got like you got a storyline that was supposed to end the season. You got that before you got the storyline that was supposed to go into the storyline to end the season. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder how.
Well, damn.
Yeah, but they was because they changed animation studios mid. You know what I'm saying? Mid seasons or something like it was. They was all messed up over there. If the black dude who is over the original show, he has a little documentary on YouTube and he talks about it. You know what I'm saying? How because the X-Men, this cartoon, X-Men cartoon was the they didn't have serialized cartoons the way they have now. You know what I'm saying? Like you get part 1, part 2, or you know what I'm saying? What was famous for X-Men was, remember, previously on X-Men. Like you didn't have shit like that when it came to cartoons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
It was
you
just
watch
one
G.I.
shot
Joe,
every episode.
right? Every episode was just a new day, or you know what I'm saying? Just some new shit happening. With X-Men, everything was a continuation. Everything, you know what I'm saying, flowed. And he said that he was one of the first people to, you know what I'm saying, to bring that into modern Saturday morning cartoons. And then once Spider-Man came out, Spider-Man did the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, that's that X-Men, man. I really, damn, what's that, 2023 though? I think they said.
Yeah, that's a long ass
A
time.
long time, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a long time, man. I don't know. The fucking Celestial might be done came out of Earth and destroyed some shit by the time, you know, Tiamat might be done hopped out. But yeah. I am ready for those, man. The Miss Marvel thing was that I don't even know if they should do this show.
I just don't understand why she needs her own TV show.
I
Well,
think
she's
it was supposed to be like a prequel for the Marvels. So this is supposed to be like the show before they go into the Marvels. So
right.
You're getting her backstory. You're getting her backstory in the form of a show before we go into the Marvels.
How many different backstories do we need from her?
Well,
we got multiple.
Now remember, who Miss Marvel? This is Miss Marvel. This isn't Captain Marvel.
No, Miss Marvel. I agree.
Yeah. So
because I was watching a video about it earlier.
Are
they going to show her as an Inhuman?
And that's why that's my issue is they changed her power set, which means
right.
If her power isn't coming from her and it's coming from an artifact or some shit like that,
the Terrigen.
We don't need the show. We don't need. Unless I know they're doing the show to explain that, but we don't even put Ironheart or somebody else front and center, not Miss Marvel, because you're taking away what made her popular. You know, a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying, really dig Miss Marvel on the, you know what I'm saying, the comic book side. To me, this takes away from what, you know what I'm saying, what she's an Inhuman, you know what I'm saying? And if you're making her somebody said she was like a genie or some shit like that, I'm like, oh, here we go, man. Like,
that's
y'all just can't keep well enough alone, you know what I'm saying? Like, just leave the shit alone and let it speak for itself. Like, it became popular for like, it's some things I understand. Everything doesn't translate well on screen. I get it, you know what I'm saying? But it's because her power, you know, I guess she's like Mr. Fantastic. She could stretch her body and stuff like that. You know. And I guess somebody said, well, they want to differentiate her between her and Mr. Fantastic. And I'm like,
we haven't gotten Mr. Fantastic yet.
Yeah, we got Mr. Fantastic. Let her do her thing. Yeah, okay. They both stretch. So what? You know what I'm saying? It's people who gonna be on here flying. It's people who fly. It's 2 Captain Americas running. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can. Because you know what I'm saying? The only difference between U.S. agent or whatever and who we have now, Sam, is what the shit, really nothing. They both, you know what I'm saying? They both gonna carry a shield. They both, like, you know what I'm saying? So 2 people who stretch. One is an Inhuman, one isn't. You know what I'm saying? Miss Marvel might not even come in contact with Mr. Fantastic or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Or if they do, he could try to figure out, well, why you stretch or why, you know what I'm saying? Are our powers similar? Shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, man. That kind of got on my nerves. I was gonna do a little video on that, but I decided to do the T'Challa video instead.
Right. It was well needed too.
You know what I'm saying? Decided to do that. I mean, that because when I saw that, and hold on, I ain't ready to go there yet. I ain't ready to go there yet.
Right. Let's finish this first because that deserves its own little time slot.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you go.
Yeah, man. But okay. So besides the Marvel stuff, like we said, they announced the Hocus Pocus. We got Willow. Oh
yeah,
Willow original. You know what I'm saying? He came in and he announced all the young people who are gonna be in the and this is a television show, correct?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a movie. This is a series. So
no,
I think that's also
dope.
Yeah, I think that's dope. We didn't need another movie. I think it was served better as a series. I just hate that. You know, we won't be getting Mad Mortican back.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer. Yeah, Val Kilmer. We won't be getting Val Kilmer. That, you know, they said that cancer really messed him up. I think he had throat cancer or something like that.
He bounced back from it though. He did he do Top Gun 2?
I think that was before. That was before he had to go and get surgery on his throat. He couldn't talk. I know he couldn't talk or something like that. It was they were saying it was kind of bad off, you know what I'm saying, on him, but you know. Yeah.
He's had a rough career anyway.
Yes,
Kilmer deserves the rest.
What got him? He does. He deserves some rest, but I think what put him on the downslope was what was the one with who to do with Colin Farrell. He did the movie with Colin Farrell and
man, the movie that put Val Kilmer on the downslope was fucking MacGruber. That's the movie that was the downstroke for him.
Well, I guess that probably was on the same year. It was bad. That was bad, man.
That was terrible. Like
I forgot about MacGruber,
man. Like
Alexander.
Oh, true. Alexander, yeah.
Yeah. He just, I mean, and then from there he started doing, you know, the straight to DVD joints, and he just went down. But
yeah,
a cold piece.
Yeah, man. But you're right though. I mean, he's got some classics under his belt, and you know, he go ahead, you know, get your rest on, and hopefully you do recover, and you know what I'm saying, live, so you know, continue living on and stuff like that. So, but what I said, Willow. What else they announced?
Echo.
Yep.
Oh, Echo. But that's
Marvel. About that.
We can talk about Echo. Echo. I think you know what? Yeah, give me Echo instead of Ms. Marvel. You know what I'm saying? I think you put, and maybe that's why they pushed Ms. Marvel back, because they probably be getting a lot of backlash. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing with my dog? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, we didn't ask for that shit. She stretched like you just came out with a video game, had her on the forefront of this video game, stretching, making her hands all big and shit, and then you give me this shit. Like, what you giving me?
Right. You know, stop trying to change it right in the middle. Just stick with something and go with it.
Right.
Imagine they her the main character of that fucking game too.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that shit. You make her the main character and then say, all right, but this is the one we're gonna give you on the big screen. What? No, man, that's stupid. That's dumb, man. But Echo, I think Echo is Echo. I think Echo should be good, because I think Echo would be more like, okay, we don't have Punisher right now. Echo can kind of fill in that void. Other than Moon Knight, Echo to me can fill in that Daredevil Punisher void of like the street level beat 'em up. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I think that's the void of Echo.
And I think that pulls our Kingpin as well.
Mm-hmm. We get King, and well, D'Onofrio already said that he's back. You know what I'm saying? Even though they took his tweets down, but he is back. You know what I'm saying? So they you know, Disney.
I'm willing to bet money that he's in No Way Home.
I think so. I think
I put a grip on that he's in No Way Home.
I can see him being in there. This is how Disney don't play that shit. Today, Sylvester Stallone posted up his little picture about him being in fucking
Guardians. Yeah, they snatched that shit right down.
I saw. I was like, yo.
They was like, no, you're not.
Fuck out of here.
We didn't authorize you to do that.
Right.
No, sir. What you
They
doing?
let
bro?
James Gunn get away with shit like that because they want to keep him. Your
Right.
old ass can go. Like,
You didn't
What
run
time
that
did you
past.
do that?
Right. You didn't run that past. I don't give a fuck about no Rocky motherfucker. And
right.
nobody, man.
You
Yeah,
can't make money off that shit. Right.
he was like, oh,
Nobody cares about you being in the movie.
yeah.
Right.
No, pull that shit down, bro. No.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Oh,
And
man.
the thing is, because that would be the first official, I guess, picture of even that movie. They was like,
Yep.
you not finna be the poster child for this fucking movie. Fuck no.
No.
Just sit down, man. What the fuck is Chris fucking
Pratt.
where's Lord at, man?
Right. That's who we need to be posting pictures of. Not your old decrepit
Not your
ass.
Get the fuck out of here, man. trying to bogart this movie like you even gonna be in it long. We know it's just gonna be a cameo, man. Get the fuck
Right. You might get 5 minutes of screen
You gonna
time.
right, so you put the movie all of 5 minutes. You lucky you got screen time the last movie.
Hey, I was like,
Right.
that shit quick. That shit was maybe up 5 minutes and it was gone.
Right. It wasn't long at all.
Damn, bro. Got your shit.
Terrible. Right.
But yeah, give me Echo. I think Echo will be that. What else did we get? 'Cause I'm trying to get out of the Marvel release.
Zootopia Plus.
Yeah.
Cars.
Yeah.
They got another Cars movie
Cars
and a
movie.
TV show.
You done with Cars, Mika? You don't
I'm
want no
done
more?
with. I'm tired of talking cars. I'm tired of Lightning McQueen. All that. We were good after the second one was good, and y'all gave us that bull.
The third one was bad. Yeah.
Y'all gave us that bull for that third movie. Come on, man. We didn't even need all that. Like the first two were good. We were good. We didn't need that third one. Now, anything after that, if y'all create a series, that's a whole different thing. Little kids will watch that, but we don't need another movie. We're good.
Well,
Thank you.
they did come out and say that they're gonna try to cater Disney Plus more towards preschoolers and young kids like that. So you will see a lot of shows like that popping up on the. You'll still get your the stuff that we
Bring
like to
back
watch.
Little Einsteins. How about that?
Was that Disney?
They were on Disney.
They were on
Bring
Disney.
back Roly Poly Oly.
Roly
Guess
Poly.
what kids need?
Bring back. My
I mean,
kid
I-
learned about classical music because of Little Einsteins.
Right.
I mean, I'm all for it. I'm cool with, what I'm saying. I thought I always did like the Disney gave you that, what I'm saying? Like shit, my daughter, my son, I got some of them songs stuck in my I just randomly be busting out the fucking the Mickey Mouse Mouseketeer song or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Bring that show back.
Looking at,
Wait, did they cancel that show? Is that show still on?
I don't know if he is or not.
Miska, Mauska, like so they can bring that back. I used to sit down and just watch it, like, man, yeah, dog, yep,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Or bring back Octonauts. I mean, there's plenty of fish in the sea that you could do shows on. I mean, bring back those type of shows.
Since we're talking that, like, because Disney Channel had a bomb ass Saturday morning block too. Gummy Bears.
Yeah.
Doug.
No, that was Nickelodeon. Doug was Nickelodeon.
No, Doug was Disney.
Doug is
first.
on Disney now.
And then it was ABC, and then it went back to Disney.
When did that happen?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was Doug was
They actually did some Doug episodes on Disney because I remembered they did a Christmas special too on Disney with
It
Doug.
was on Disney first, and then it went to ABC with a few of their other shows like Recess went to ABC. I think it was like Fillmore, Schoolhouse Rock. They did a bunch of them to ABC because they owned ABC.
Right. I know they own ABC.
And then they snatched them back when they got popular again.
I mean, they were showing Doug on Nickelodeon for a while.
Nickelodeon. And then it went
For a while.
Yeah.
But no, it went back. It was originally owned by Disney
It was
though.
originally Disney. Yep.
Yeah, they originally owned it. And because it used to come on ABC. And then they snapped, then Disney was like, we're snatching this show back. and we're gonna release new episodes.
Okay, so this is what happened. I'm reading it now. Nickelodeon or MTV, Viacom, whatever, they owned it. They had it for seasons 1 through 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Seasons 5 through 7, Buena Vista or Disney. snatched it.
gotcha. Okay,
So they probably still own it to this day.
now,
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, Disney does.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
We are getting a reboot of the Rescue Rangers. That was announced too.
Yeah, and they said it's a continue. It's not a reboot. It's a continuation. You know what I'm saying? So if hopefully we get that.
Oh, and then a movie too.
Are we getting a movie?
We're getting. Mm-hmm. It
Nice.
says
Okay.
the Rescue Rangers franchise will get a reboot with a new movie. It'll drop in spring of 2022.
Okay.
So they're rebooting all the '90s ones. All
Which
the
is
90s
just
cartoons.
give me Recess.
I'm fine with that. Recess
I feel like they burned that. They burned that though too many times. They did too many movies and just killed it. They
They
killed it.
did. They did. They did a lot
Give
of
me
movies.
shit like Darkwing Duck.
That was
Ooh.
because they did bring
That's the type of shit I'm trying to see.
what it was.
They brought back
Duck-
DuckTales.
Brought
Yep,
DuckTales.
DuckTales,
They had-
right.
I think they had 3 episodes with Darkwing.
Give me
With Dark-
Tailspin.
Yep,
Tailspin. Like, and that's what I'm
That
saying.
too.
They had a mean. No, that was the after school block, not a Saturday morning block. They had a mean after school block. That's
Yeah.
what.
Yep.
You got
DuckTales, Darkwing,
Tailspin, Chip and Dale.
Duck.
Yeah.
They was.
I never was too fond of that name though.
Chip and Dale, man. Yes, indeed. You know Disney, man. You know they'll throw a penis in a. Like have you heard it was the Rescuers? What it was the Rescuers? What was that called? It was the Rescuers, right?
Which Rescuers? Down Under or the original one?
The original one.
The original, the Rescuers.
Cuss. Yeah.
Yeah, and the they didn't have since they were rodents. He had a poster which was a stamp, but it was a naked lady on the stamp. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
Disney didn't. They would sneak
They
and
slick.
slide
They don't play.
saying up in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They did not play, man. They did. So I can Chip
No,
and Dale. Of course, they knew what they were doing with that name. Of course,
Yeah,
they
but
knew.
your mom be like, "What you watching? Chip and Dale? What you watching here?"
They knew what they were doing with that name.
Chipmunks.
Chipmunks. But
Uh-huh.
what else? What else did they announce?
We're also getting a live action Pinocchio
With
Yeah.
Tom
with Tom Hanks
They've been doing that.
and
Yeah, that was
Keegan
in
Michael Key.
production already.
Who that?
Keegan Michael Key is going to be in it too.
Okay, I'm cool with him as long as it's not Peel.
We're also getting Ice Age Adventures of Wild Buck.
Okay.
Um,
that the squirrel?
and
No, Wild
that's
Buck
the
is the one
squirrels.
eye. That's the
it's the
one.
one that he has a patch over his eye. He was I forgot what
Right.
creature he was. We already said Baymax. We said Willow. We're getting Disenchanted,
Another-
which is 15 years after the original film Enchanted.
Mhm.
We're getting another
Oh, so
film,
it's
and
a continuation.
Patrick Dempsey is in this one too.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking of
You're gonna put Amy Adams in this one?
the
It does say.
I
It
think
does.
she's a little too
Oh,
old
actually, it
to
does.
be
It does.
playing
Yeah,
this
she
now.
is returning. She's returning.
Okay.
Amy Adams and Patrick Dempsey are both in it.
you can't have
Okay.
Patrick Dempsey without Amy Adams.
And of course, we're getting Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah.
Mm. They're gonna have to use a lot of CGI.
Well,
It's
it's
a couple screenshots.
what's
It doesn't
the
look bad.
yeah. I was gonna say it's an interview with Sarah. What's her name? Sarah.
Sarah Jessica Parker, yeah.
2 out of the 3 don't look bad. 2
Well,
out of
Who
the 3.
looks bad? Who looks bad? Sarah Jessica Parker.
No, I'm looking at the picture right now of Sarah Jessica Parker and Bette Midler, and
Sarah.
those two look amazing. They look just like their characters from the original movie. It's the one that played Mary, who looks like she didn't drink the children the potion and
Well, she-
man, it's just gone.
she's always been a voice anyway, though. Like,
Well, I
she
was
never was.
and I was gonna say she hasn't been in front of a camera in a
No.
while. I know
Think
she's
about
done
what
a lot.
she did Hocus Pocus, and then she was Peggy Hill for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's true.
yeah,
She was like, all right, I'm
yeah,
this.
she's
it's
a
easy
voice
money.
actress. Yeah.
I could see that, but I guarantee you, when is that movie supposed to come out?
It's supposed. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. It just says it's been in the works for a while, but we're close to finally finding, having the sisters in front of us. And then it doesn't give a date though. It doesn't give a date or a year when it's coming out.
They gonna trust me. She gonna be looking good by the time that movie come out.
Oh yeah, they gonna get it right, no doubt.
Yeah,
they gonna
the plastic surgery work wonders.
No doubt.
It does. Yeah.
And then of course we're getting the big chin, butt chin face movie, Lightyear.
Oh, how does he fit his helmet on? You know? That's a lot of chin, man. That is a lot of chin.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
He don't even have a face. He don't have a face. It's all chin. It's like chin, his mouth, eyes, nose is like, it only takes up like a third of it.
Stop it. Moving on, we're also getting Ciao Alberto, which is a short from the movie Luca. It's gonna show what happened to Alberto after Luca leaves for school. So it's gonna be one of those Disney shorts that they love to make for other movies and
I'm good.
And give you like a tease and be like, why don't you just make this a movie?
It's what you know what's crazy? They announced that shit and didn't get not one Star Wars announcement.
I already told you what was happening with Lucasfilms.
Tiana's getting another movie too, or a TV
show. No, she's getting a series. Yeah.
Tiana's
getting a series. Yes. Yeah. I didn't like that movie. I didn't like I
like Keith David in it.
Well, I didn't like it because you take her and you turn her into a frog for the whole movie, right?
I've got reservations about how they did the first Black Disney princess.
Yeah, like the whole movie.
I'm just saying, we already had this conversation about her turning into a frog. We already had this conversation.
They don't know. See, all the kids, like, they don't know what Tiana look like. They know her as a frog.
As a frog.
Whatever. My daughter got a Tiana doll in her room right now. She's like, she ain't no frog. That's how she says it.
I feel you.
That's just crazy to me, man. The whole movie, man. And then had all these light-skinned brothers in it. Like, come on, man.
Hey, man, don't hate on that Prince. He was fine. Okay.
Man.
A man looked like Islamic instead of
well, he was from a made-up country.
They could have put a white dude in there, man. It would have served better to just put a white dude in there. I just found it disrespectful to throw this light bright next to white guy up in there, man.
Did you just call him light bright next to white?
I did. First Black princess, she couldn't be with a Wesley Snipes. She couldn't, you know what I'm saying? That couldn't happen.
They can't draw hair.
But they both here's the thing. They both turned into frogs. I'm just saying.
This is true.
They both turned into frogs. They were both frogs the whole movie. So you didn't even have to look at his light skinness until the end. Well, in the beginning too. I mean, there was a whole bunch of white girls around him too. They was like, "Oh my god!"
The character Keith David played.
He was Facilier.
Oh,
he was like
the voodoo doctor.
Yeah.
Right, he was light skinned.
Yes, he was.
He had like a little tan, depending on what the lighting was.
I tell you though, they kept the hat on him the whole time because they can't draw black hair.
Can't draw black hair, man.
Nope, it won't happen. That shit will not. They can't make it look good.
Look, Mika, we got the first Scottish princess. What it was, Brave.
Yeah, that's a whole. She's from the other studio, according to Wreck-It Ralph.
Nah, she's Disney.
No, she's Pixar. That was the running joke in the Wreck-It Ralph movie because she's like talking in Scottish and they was like and they were like, what did she say? And they was like, we don't know. She's from the other. No, wait, Wreck-It Ralph is Pixar, right?
No, I think Wreck-It Ralph is Disney.
So yeah, she's from Pixar. That's why they was able to draw her hair.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. She turned into a bear for what? Just the last part of the movie?
Right.
I thought she was a bear the whole movie. Oh no, her mom was a bear the whole movie.
Mom was a bear.
Yeah. So come on, man. Gonna turn my dog into a frog.
I'm just saying they had I don't know where they came up with the idea that we're gonna do the first Black princess based off the story, The Princess and the Frog. But I mean, the original Princess and the Frog was technically a white girl. So just saying.
Yeah, so let's pick that story, man. You know what I'm saying?
Let's run with that.
Let's run with that story. What story can we use for Black? Come on, man. I
The
ain't even
Princess
gonna
and the Frog.
go to today, not today. I'm gonna calm it down today.
Nah, you already about to go on your rant about them not replacing T'Challa.
That's right, and you know what? Perfect segue. Let's go there. Since
Right.
Disney
Let's definitely go there.
wants to drop the ball on certain aspects when it comes to the Black community, African American community. What is? Let me find out. Let me pull this up real quick. His words, because I want to read his words, so we're not confused on some things while I go off. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. One particular statement I keeps coming back to it.
Mm.
Then that's that they're not going to recast him in the 616 universe. I keep coming back to that because that's basically them telling us we're going to recast T'Challa in the multiverse.
Right, which is dumb. I'm gonna get to that. Hold on, I'm gonna get to that because to me,
damn them in this multiverse. How about you put a dynamite in that multiverse and explode it? I mean, god dang.
I feel like now at this point, it's grown too big. They didn't want the multiverse to go the route that it's going, and I feel like it's growing too fast.
But they shouldn't have introduced it.
I agree, but I feel like it's going to get too big for them to try to maintain and keep.
What was that?
They're not even following their own rules now. Like it's a whole clusterfuck. Let's
going for it. Right.
To use the term loosely. It's a clusterfuck. That's what it is. Like that's what it is right now. Like y'all, you introduced it. I think Loki was the first time that they introduced it, right? And I'm just grasping at straws right now.
No,
but I'm just saying
it was Spider-Man Far From Home.
Okay, so you introduced it in this one movie, and they couldn't just leave it there. So then they started, we gonna put it in everything now, and then the whole what if thing just blew it all out of proportion. Now we know that there are multiverses that exist in the MCU now, and so now it's just more confusing. So just get rid of the movie, y'all.
Man. So,
get rid of the movie.
So we have it was the producer Nate Moore, and he was on with Van Lathan Jr. on the Ringer Verse podcast. And this is what Moore said. He said, "I would say this is him, quote unquote. I would say the chances that you see T'Challa in our I'm not hedging my bets. I'm being quite honest. You will not see T'Challa in the MCU 616 universe, aka the main universe. We couldn't." He says we couldn't do it. I would say when Chad passed, it was a real conversation we had with Coogler about what do we do, and it was a fast conversation. That's what got me. It was a fast conversation. It wasn't weeks. It was minutes of we have to figure out how to move this franchise on without that character. Without that character, not without Chad. They didn't say how can we move this franchise on without Chad. They said this character. So they already killing off this character. You know what I'm saying? They already saying fuck. You know what I'm saying? Black Panther don't matter. T'Challa's gone. Whatever. Because I think we all feel so much of T'Challa in the MCU on the screen, not the comics, is tied to Chadwick's performance. Is what he brought to the role on and off screen, I will argue. So they saying you can't have T'Challa without Chad. I'm sorry, I thought Chadwick was an actor. I thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have sworn T'Challa, as far as I know, is a character who's still alive and well in this story that I'm watching on the big screen. Didn't see him die. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for him to die off screen. So I don't understand that. He says, so as hard as it is narratively to figure out what to do because there's a big hole, at no point did we consider recasting him. So the challenge for Black Panther Wakanda Forever is telling a story without T'Challa. Well, guess what? You don't have to tell that story. What? Like, why? Why make it hard? Why say, okay, man, this shit gonna be hard telling this story without T'Challa? Why? He
It's
ain't
not. Just recast him. T'Challa is alive and well.
alive and well, kicking it on the throne right now. You know what I'm saying? Okoye kicking it with him. Like, I don't understand. There's out of all the shit that we don't watch, Winter Soldier, where the Dora Milaje showed up. Where else did they show up at? Damn, it was something else. Either way. Oh shit, even in What If, like they've been giving us Black Panther this whole fucking time.
Right.
We've been getting T'Challa this whole time. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's multiverse or not, we've been getting T'Challa. So for you to say, man, we're gonna have to continue on without this character, I don't understand. It's gonna be hard. Narratively, it's gonna be hard. No, it's not.
It's called Black Panther.
Right. But see, and you know what I'm saying? After I made my video, I posted up on Twitter. You know, the Twitter guys showed up, the Twitterati's or whatever.
Twitterati's.
They showed up, and they, a lot of people was like, well, it's just a mantle. Shuri can have it. It makes sense. Why not M'Baku? It makes sense. And I'm like, y'all don't know shit. I hate to act like I'm some kind of gatekeeper or something, but I'm like, y'all don't know shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you even watch the movie? Right. M'Baku is not into technology or the way that Wakanda is going. It makes no sense for him to be Black Panther.
Right.
Exactly.
He would regress them. Right.
Right.
They would go back.
So it wouldn't make sense for him to even, be the Black Panther. Shuri makes no sense because shit, she can't. This Shuri anyway, not coming, because see, they want to say, well, in the comics she was Black Panther, but then want to say, well, in the movies, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like they don't want to blend the two, but they want to blend the two. Because I'd be like, yeah, in the comics she was Black Panther, but T'Challa was still there. You know what I'm saying? Black, you don't. And my whole thing is, Black Panther is T'Challa, Black Panther is T'Challa. T'Challa is bigger than Black Panther, so he's not Black Panther. If you get what I'm saying, because anybody could wear the mantle, but T'Challa's still gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? You can't have because everybody was like, well, it's been Black Panthers before him. I said, you show me a story where they concentrated on his daddy as the main character in the story, or his granddaddy, or you know what I'm saying, his ancestors that were the main, without T'Challa either telling that story or T'Challa not being involved, whether it's the spirit realm or him going back in time or something like that. T'Challa is the constant when it comes to Black Panther. Shuri can have it, M'Baku can have it. It don't matter, because at the end of the day, T'Challa is bigger than the Black Panther mantle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Recasting makes all the sense in the world. You want to honor Chad? Chad died for this role, right? And that's what I don't understand. Y'all keep saying, "Oh, well, we got to honor him." This dude died to play this role, to give us T'Challa.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He could have said, "You know what, man? I ain't coming back. I'm sick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get somebody else. I'm not coming back to do no voice acting. I ain't coming back for none of that shit." He showed up day in, day out, regardless of the outcome. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, he showed up. You don't get rid of his character and say, "Oh, we honor him." That's basically taking your gravestone and throwing that shit in the ocean. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it is.
Scratching all the shit that everybody wrote for you on it off. Lasering that shit off.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't see the honor in not recasting. And then why I say what he said, you won't see him in the 616, and a lot of people, well, we'll get T'Challa to just be a variant. Why? Like, why do that? Why do that mental gymnastics of trying to come up with a variant T'Challa and try to come up with a storyline to how he fits into what's already going on with Wakanda? Why? When T'Challa ain't dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. That makes, if I'm in this writing room, I'm looking at everybody like, you stupid, you stupid, you stupid. Like, what the fuck y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all doing in there, man? This is.
We're talking about this, and this is the only, I guess, argument that I could see that they would have. Who could they recast? Who could they cast?
Somebody asked me that, and I was like, honestly, I don't have a person.
I got two.
I can't think of anybody.
I got three. You can do Denzel's son, John David Washington. You can do him. Even though he's short, but you know, cameras. We got camera magic. You can do Yaya, Candyman. You know what I'm saying? He can play it. I'm just throwing out these because we don't need somebody huge to fill this role.
And I feel like that's where the problem is. I feel like their price tag on somebody is too big, and I think that's why they won't.
But they reached
because it's Marvel.
Remember, Chad wasn't big when he took this role. Chad was doing movies, but he wasn't big. This role made Chad big. Right. He had did 42. He had played James Brown. He had played Thurgood. All he was doing was historic movies at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? Great actor. Everybody loved that he was, you know what I'm saying, great actor, but he wasn't no huge actor. He was always, man, that's that guy from 42. Man, that's that guy from
Get Up. Yeah, Get Up.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't a household name until this happened. So guess what? Yeah, is the price tag high? Like at the end of the day, because I also think that the dude he was in Blind Spot. What it was, Bird Box with what was his name?
Oh yeah, okay.
He was also in Predator, this last Predator movie. What else he was in? I can't think of his name. Latunde, I think. Something like that. Either way, to me, he would probably be my number one pick just because he's not a household name. And guess what? Marvel, you don't have to cash out a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, because if you're gonna because think about it. This, and it goes back, this is how stupid it is. Oh, we won't recast for main continuity T'Challa, but we'll recast for a variant. Well, guess what? You still gonna have to cast.
His name is Trevante Rhodes.
Trevante Rhodes, that's him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna have to cast T'Challa. You still gotta find one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of people are like, well, we'll get a variant. I'm like, and how important to the story will he be? He a variant, right? How important will a variant be to the ongoing story? Especially if it's a, it's not gonna be like Loki. You know how Loki was a variant only because he was displaced from that one timeline, and then we found out that you can have an alligator Loki, you can have an old Loki, you can have a chicken Loki. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it gonna be that? Is it gonna be a white Black Panther that show up and say, "Oh no, I'm T'Challa"? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit. Look, is it gonna be a Latino man showing up talking about he fucking T'Challa? Is it gonna be a everything is female now? Is it gonna be y'all? Everybody talking about, oh well, sure, it could be Black Panther. Shit, we might get 2 Shuris or 2 female Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it gonna be that? Because to me, you're trying to add by subtracting. You know what I'm saying? There is no need to get rid of T'Challa story-wise. Yes, Chadwick is gone. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. It was a terrible, it's a terrible thing that happened. Cancer, tragedy, whatever. I get that. Nobody is trying to disrespect Chad whatsoever. But if you want to honor Chad, you continue his work. You don't take his work away from the people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got kids. Shit. I think the Black Panther suit this Halloween was still one of the top 10, you know what I'm saying, Halloween outfits. So what are you doing? Sure, I'm gonna tell you this, Disney, and no disrespect to female empowerment, but Shuri is not gonna sell this movie.
Nope,
she's not. That's not gonna sell it. The son aspect that never works.
Nope.
Look at Coming to America. That did not work.
Nope.
That did not work. So I'm sorry, Disney. The writings you're about to basically make a $200-300 million failure. This movie will fail.
Yep.
It's dead on arrival. It will fail. The story is going to be convoluted and stupid. It's going to fail. It's not going to flow right. It's just going to be stupid. Don't either recast, go back to the drawing board and come up with because basically that producer was saying, man, we having problems telling this story right now because we don't have a T'Challa.
Of course you are.
That's an
Duh.
easy fix.
This is an easy fix. Recast T'Challa.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you guys, this is gonna be a real hard one because we don't have T'Challa. Yeah, you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, Chad died. T'Challa didn't die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Chad died. I just don't. I can't wrap my head around it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. I was on the whole like you can't replace Chadwick, bandwagon for a minute. But now that I sat back and thought about it, I'm like, y'all trying to make a movie about are y'all gonna kill off T'Challa in the movie too? Because you can't.
But
because he still exists in the comics.
But basically, what they telling us in this movie, we're gonna kill T'Challa. That's basically what they telling us.
That's what they told. That's what they've been telling us.
Up for
they
the
told us in What If.
We already got that. In What If?
Right.
That's your dipping the toe in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Now that people like What If, and people like you said, it's a high-rated show. They think that the toe dip in the water was fine. Let's put both feet in.
Mm.
Y'all gonna drown.
Yeah.
Right into the deep end.
For the water.
Yeah, this is bad, man. This is not the way. This is not. I'm gonna check. If I do watch this film, it won't be in the. You know what I'm saying? They won't get my money that way. It won't be a direct deposit through the movie theater. It'll be through fucking Disney Plus or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
On a broken fire stick.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You won't get my money that way. You're not. This. And it's crazy because I think a lot of people who are saying, it's just a mantle and Shuri should have it, or think about the story they can tell with Shuri. Like, did y'all not watch the first Black Panther or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what
any other movie that she was in?
Yeah, right. Like, Letitia Wright is not a. Yes. Is she a good actor? Yes. Is she a lead?
She's not a lead. Nope.
She's not a lead.
She's comic relief. If anything, like she was like comic relief.
She doesn't want to be Black Panther.
Right.
She does not want to be Black Panther.
She didn't want to be in this movie. Like,
I don't. Yeah, and I think she don't even want to be.
Y'all gonna end up recasting Shuri too.
Like, I know you're right. I don't even think she wants to be in this movie. Like,
she don't want to be in the movie.
Man, like this is bad, man. And once they realize how bad this is, you know what? I want to see it. I can't wait to see a trailer. I think that's my big thing. I can't wait to see a trailer. You won't have, because basically you're not gonna have a main character. So what is this? What is this even about? Like, what's the story that you tell? Because remember where we left off at. Wakanda had just been introduced to the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He had just said, yep, hey world, we're here to help. What, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Part of the UN, stuff like that. Blip happens. He goes away for 5 years. So remember, he's gone for 5 years. Comes back. Does he not show up? Well, we know he showed up because he helped fucking the Avengers and everybody fight Thanos. You know what I'm saying? Didn't see him die out there on the battlefield. We also saw him at Tony Stark's funeral. Oh, he's alive. Nothing in MCU proper is telling us that this dude just went off and died. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, so who? That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna have Namor kill him off screen. Watch, and that's gonna be the catalyst for this story. Watch.
They gonna open the movie up with the funeral. That's what they gonna do. We ain't even gonna see him die off screen.
The whole first 20 minutes of the movie
is gonna be a funeral.
Yep.
We ain't even gonna. It's gonna be a closed casket carried by the his warriors, and his mom's gonna get up and say some words about him, and his sister gonna be crying, and then they're gonna be like, "Who's gonna be the new Black Panther?"
Yeah. It's gonna be dumb. That's dumb, right? That's stupid.
I agree 100%.
That's exactly what they're gonna do.
What makes me want to see that? There ain't nothing that's saying, man, I gotta see that. I gotta see Chad die one more time. Like what? Because that's basically what it is, right?
Yep.
That's you killing. Like, okay, Chad died in real life, and since y'all saying this character, Chad is so connected to this character, let's kill him artificially too. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa. What sense does that make?
Bringing his distant cousin. Oh wait, if we're doing multiverses, can we just go back? Go ahead and bring Killmonger back while we're at it, and make him the Black Panther.
I feel like that's definitely gonna happen. Maybe not as the Black Panther, but they're definitely gonna bring that.
They bring him back, and you know what? It's gonna be stupid too.
Yep.
Because his character was so hell bent on not being saved, to be a reminder to everybody else that, you know what I'm saying.
No, you're gonna get a Killmonger from a different verse where he desperately wants to be the Black Panther. I'm just saying that's where you're gonna get.
But the crazy thing is, you're probably right.
Yeah,
which is stupid and dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Like, they're gonna go to Doctor Strange and be like, "We heard that you could bring people from different." Both. I'm laughing, but I see this happening. Yes. They're going to travel to Doctor Strange and be like, "We heard that you can bring people from different verses. Can you bring us the one called Killmonger?"
It's so much story that you just leaving on the table.
Drop the ball
with getting rid of T'Challa. Shuri is dope. She's a dope character. She does not have the story that T'Challa had. Right. She just don't have that. She's smart, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, this Shuri is not the comic book Black Panther Shuri. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
not at all.
Man, this is bad, man. This is showing you. And Kobe keeps saying the ball being dropped. This is exactly what that is. This is showing you that Marvel is not invincible.
They getting ready to bust their chin.
Yeah,
they're already tripping and falling, but this is the bust in the mouth that they need.
And this was gonna hurt. This was gonna take some stitches. It's going, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna really hurt their. To me, once this movie comes out and it flops or it doesn't do, it'll do numbers because
it's Marvel.
Right, it's Marvel, but it's not gonna do what it should do or what they predicted, because they like, oh well, it made $1 billion last time. No, you ain't gonna get. You probably won't get nowhere close to that. They might break even. You know what I'm saying? They might break even.
Right.
I just don't see it, man. And it hurts. It hurts that they so stupid. I guess that's why I'm so amped up about it, because like we all say it's a simple fix. You sitting here saying, what's that quote again? What did he say, that last part? It's so hard. So as hard as it is narratively to figure out what to do, because that's a big hole. At no point did we consider recasting him. So the challenge for Black Panther Wakanda Forever is telling a story without T'Challa. Wow. Senseless.
Very much.
We gonna get Killmonger from a different multiverse, y'all.
Yeah. Make him Black Panther. And you know what? The more you say that, the way that they showcased Killmonger in those what if, you know what I'm saying, that what if episode, or those 2 what if episodes, you might be right. Yep. You might actually be hitting that shit, the nail, you know what I'm saying?
Right on the head.
Right on the head, man, because that Killmonger, you know what I'm saying, different as he was, and that's another thing. This dude, he's not a redeemable villain.
Nope.
He's not a redeemable villain. I know a lot of people, oh, it's Michael B. Jordan. I get it. But it's Killmonger. Which one is it? Because since we can't separate the two, you know what I'm saying, with Chadwick and Black Panther, I ain't separating the two with Michael B. Jordan and Killmonger. You know what I'm saying?
It's Killmonger.
Killmonger.
Right.
And he ain't redeemable. You know what I'm saying? This dude was all out. The terrorists, the racists, the whatever you want to call it, he was all of that mixed into one. Yep. And his cause might have been noble, but it was to the extreme of extremes. This dude killed a girl.
He's a narcissist. That's what
narcissist.
A narcissist.
all of that.
He could be charismatic and then quick just like that. Switch on your ass.
He killed his girlfriend. She was ride or die. He smoked her like she wasn't even like, psh, you ain't part of the plan. You know what I'm saying? What? But y'all want him to come back and be Black Panther? That's who y'all want? Like, and what story would that be? So what? He comes back, he becomes Black Panther. Who we fighting? Like, or is M'Baku gonna stand a chance? You know what I'm saying? What's the other little rhino riding motherfucker? Is he coming through? Like, no.
We know he ain't standing a chance. He buckled. He became a whole bitch when Killmonger showed up.
Right. Nah, man.
I'll do whatever you say, boss.
I just don't see that being, because I'm thinking a good story. Trying to, okay, you don't recast T'Challa. I'm trying to figure out a good storyline to do, right? If Namor killed, because this is the only thing I can see, Namor killing T'Challa, whether it's accidental or what. They go after Namor. Who is they? Shuri in the Black Panther costume, Okoye and the Dora Milaje and Nakia, right? Nakia ends up being pregnant, and the kid is supposed to be around. That's stupid. Can we go to
he was gone for 5 years, so 6.
Can we go to the next subject, please?
It should go be like, what's the Power Ranger that when he turned into Power Ranger, he turned full size? That's what they're gonna have him do. He's gonna put on the Black Panther necklace. He's gonna turn into a grown man.
Oh, he gonna be that. He gonna be that, pal.
That's fucking terrible.
We give you the street of the Black Panther,
right?
And then Shuri makes him a necklace that turns into like a large an adult size Black Panther.
Please don't.
That only lasts 2 hours.
He's the Shazam of the Black Panther world.
Right.
It is on a timer.
Oh my God! Please don't do no dumb shit like that. Please.
Y'all better stop giving him ideas. I already gave them the Killmonger idea.
Let's stop before fucking we see this shit come to fruition for real.
Right. Then I'll sue y'all ass for stealing my idea.
I'm with it. I'm like, nah, evidence. Play the video.
Right.
If you're gonna do that, give me my money. I need my money.
Thank you, Disney.
Oh shit. I'll bitch in my Mercedes. You know what I'm saying, right?
You talk about this show take off, this show will take off.
Damn right.
We'll be syndicated.
I don't know, man. Reading that shit just hit me this morning. Like, man, I knew that because you know what I'm saying, I really think, or before I read that, I was like, okay, they're not recasting. But to come out and say it the way he said it, we didn't even have a real discussion about it. We just said, oh, no, we ain't.
Okay, we're not gonna do it.
All right, so what we're gonna do? Shit, I don't know.
Well, throw shit at the wall and hope and whatever sticks.
Like, what the fuck?
Right, man. That's, to me, if I was just being a fan, that's a slap in the fucking face.
Yeah. It is. It is. But yep, that's my recast T'Challa rant or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
The views are his and his alone. Okay.
No, they're not.
You gotta throw that disclaimer in there.
This disclaimer, my disclaimer is these are the viewpoints of the Blues House Live cast, and it's now just playing.
Constituents, right? Anybody that watches this shit probably thinks the exact same thing we just said. So
I'm gonna see. You know, I get the comments on the replay, so a lot of people do come in and comment on the replay. I'm gonna see what they say. See what they say. Like I said, I had some discourse on Twitter and Facebook too. So Facebook, actually, the dude on Facebook, and it was a white dude. A white dude. And I do want to I'm gonna bring up his shit. I'm gonna read his shit because his shit kind of struck, because I was like, okay, is he playing? What is he doing? Because I saw his picture. He looked like an older white guy. Let me see if I can find it. The power of the Black Panther.
The strength of the Black Panther.
Where is it at? Yeah, this old
Do it
dude,
like Force Whitaker.
Stephen Moore was his name. That's his name. He says, I think we could live without Black Panther until someone in the future changes their mind on this. In the main universe, he was to me a rather peripheral character, not in the Premier League. So I'm like, okay, peripheral. When has Black Panther been a peripheral character? Just somebody, you know what I'm saying, on the outside stand, you know what I'm saying? Never has he been a peripheral. Not even his inception when they came up with him was he was that, you know what I'm saying? He was always a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So
if he wasn't a big deal, he wouldn't have been included in this phase of the MCU. They would have did him just like they would have been like, oh, we'll introduce him later.
Right. Let me see. What else he said? Okay, I come back. I said, peripheral. Since when? T'Challa is a huge part of the main universe. He said, I'd rather disagree. A second-rate Avenger and had a few short-lived books on his own, not a major figure compared to many others. I'm like, oh.
This will be the same guy that says Iron Man's a big part of the MCU.
Right. It would say,
right. A big part of the Marvel universe.
That's what I wanted to come back and say, but I was like, oh, really? I'm sorry. Who is the leader of the Avengers right now? Because in the books, he's the leader of the Avengers. Mm-hmm. Been like that for the past couple of years. Who has been on the forefront of every major event in Marvel Comics who is not named Logan or Peter Parker? I can go on and on, but T'Challa is the only one keeping the Marvel universe alive and running. He said, that's your opinion, not mine. I'm afraid I don't really care what has happened to him since 1985. So, like, you're not even qualified to talk if you ain't looked at some shit since 1985, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? He says
wow.
But this is what got me. He said it was a second-rate film based around a second-rate character. Happy for you to disagree. It's a free world, which is cool. I said second-rate film, only the highest-selling solo MCU film to date. How is that second-rate? You're not making no sense. This was the only movie that cracked $1 billion before we got Endgame and Infinity War.
I think he was just being trolled. That's all that was. He was just being a troll. That's all.
I don't think he was. I think he really believed it because I wish I could show y'all a picture of this dude.
He said he was older. He probably was around when Black Panther first came out and like associated it with the Black Panther movement. You get what I'm saying?
You know what? While you play, it probably was something like that.
Just like saying.
The way that he worded his stuff made it seem like it wasn't just, you know what I'm saying, oh, no, I ain't into the Black Panther books. Because, you know, that could have been, well, you know, I wasn't really into the books. Cool.
This motherfucker like second rate.
Yeah, second rate.
Lot.
What's first rate? Tell me a first rate.
You know, first rate to him was somebody like Iron Man or something like that.
who was second? I ain't finna. If we
Captain America.
Second rate.
Iron Man.
To him, it's them.
The thing, this is what I guess what people don't understand is with the MCU, the only reason they used the characters that they had is because nobody wanted to buy them. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't sell Iron Man to a company. They couldn't sell Captain America to a company. Fox didn't want that shit. Universal or Paramount didn't want that shit. Sony didn't want that shit.
They got the ones they wanted.
That they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you got Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? Because the Iron Man, when it first came out, wasn't a Disney film. It was just a Marvel Studios movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They put money up together, got Jon Favreau to direct it. You know what I'm saying? Basically a no-name director. Yeah, he was in some movies and stuff, but he wasn't no big, he wasn't no big director, nothing like that. Shit, we got him for a bag of chips and fucking a Pepsi. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ooh. He comes out, makes one of the best superhero movies that you can make. You know what I'm saying? It was something fresh, it was something new, but Iron Man has always been a second-rate character.
Right.
His story is not exciting.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Captain America's story is exciting up to a point. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, he's not an exciting character. You know what I'm saying? They went out and got the people who were popular. X-Men. Sony went and got Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Blade was kind of, I don't even know why New Line took Blade. To tell you the truth, I think they looked at it more of the horror aspect. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's probably the reason why they took Blade. But other than that, I think Universal had already owned the Hulk from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So always was getting like Hulk movies and stuff like that. But look who Fox took. They took, and I don't even think they meant. I think that just came in as a package. Was Ghost Rider and Daredevil. But you see what I'm saying? But Ghost Rider was popular. Ghost Rider was way more popular than Iron Man and Captain America. You know what I'm saying? Or that second-rate Avengers team that they had. What was at the time? This is how I look at the popularity. What cartoons was on at that time? X-Men
and Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Iron Man came out that trash ass cartoon, didn't last a week. You know what I'm saying? They came out with that trash ass Avengers cartoon, didn't last a week. Because nobody was checking for that shit. They was checking for X-Men. They was checking for Spider-Man. Wasn't nobody checking for that shit. So you talk a second rate. You can't be a second rate film and be the highest selling MCU film, solo MCU film of all time. You just can't do that. That's not
right.
Second. Sounds like we got a hit on our fucking hands, not fucking second rate.
That's the starter.
Right.
That's the shit people coming to see. They pay money to see.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm kind of beating a dead horse, man, and I'm gonna just move on. I just kind of found that funny. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth on the good book and Twitters. But Mika, you're up.
What?
Yes, you are up.
No, I thought this was like the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to skip past this part.
You thought we got a little bit more time left. I want to hear why. For those who don't know, Mika watched The Harder They Fall, and she said she did not like it, and which is cool. I'm fine with her not liking it. I just want to know why, but she does not want to tell me.
Okay, look, first of all, there was some things that I did like about the movie. I liked the soundtrack. That soundtrack was dope as I don't know what. Let's get into what I didn't like. I wish I had a camera like right here so you could like do that pan thing. So, okay. Don't get me wrong. This movie was all right. Okay. I ain't gonna say it was totally bad. It's just a lot of things felt very Tarantino-ish to me in this movie. As far as the way that things were shot. And I'm like you're kind of like you're teetering on the Tarantino side with, like the whole scene on the train when they just shooting up all the soldiers and they're just like pow, 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 pow. I'm like, this feels very like Tarantino-ish to me, or the part where dude got shot in the neck and he walks out of the saloon. Like it was almost like that scene from Kill Bill when a girl hit him in the chest and he took like 5 steps and he fell over. That's what I saw in my mind when that scene happened. But I mean, and the fight scene between Mary and I can't think of what was the name again? Trudy. Yeah. Okay. Didn't do it for me. Sorry. I mean, it didn't do it for me. It was just a lot of things that, I mean, I was watching it, but then I found myself like bored watching it because I was just like, I mean, but I get why everybody's excited about it. All black cast, black faces on the screen. I got it. But to me, I mean, I'm watching this movie through rose colored lenses, I guess you could say. And I'm just like, I'm picking out things and I'm just like, yeah, this movie didn't do it for me. And then the ending didn't do it for me either. The
ending did not do it for me. Yeah.
The ending didn't do it for me. I was just like, okay, but I felt like the movie felt a little, without all the N-word usage in it, but it felt like it looked Tarantino-ish to me. Yeah. And I was just like, I've kind of seen this before. The showdown between the two guys and he just shoots the guy. I'm like, damn, Pulp Fiction. So, so I'm just like, I got it. I got why everybody else enjoyed the movie, but I mean, the soundtrack is dope. I mean, the music selection was dope. It's just Yeah, the movie just didn't do it for me. And I'm pretty sure y'all gonna come for me. Come. I'm ready.
Come on. I don't think
Black Twitter's gonna come for me. I ain't even on Twitter.
I don't think Black Twitter come for. I think that's a fair. I think that's fair what you said. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are looking at it and because it was very Tarantino-ish, I don't mind. I'm a fan of Tarantino, other than the gratuitous use of the N-word. You know what I'm saying? I do think that he has his style, and I do appreciate his style, that the way he shoots a film. So and it was Django-ish terror, you know what I'm saying? That's what it reminded me of Django. And
I mean, that's the thing. It's hard to get away from something
right,
like that since that movie has already been out.
Yep.
Right.
Because I was like, okay, this is like Django and the Hateful Eight mixed together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what I said. I was like, it's like the two movies together.
Right.
And that's why I said it was Tarantino-ish.
It was. What made me hype about it is going into it and just the fan fiction of it. You know how we talked about these being, you know what I'm saying, real life people, and the way that they put them together and the story that they told with it, that what captivated me. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the reason why I watched it, because I was like, yo, like they use like, real people, but and they made a fan fiction movie and put them together. But then as I'm watching it, I'm like, this looks so familiar.
I mean, but think about it. So we're always gonna judge a black cowboy movie or something like this off of the previous, only because we've only got three black cowboy movies, right? Posse. Well, shit, I guess two. I was gonna try to count the Hateful Eight, but
it's not really.
That's not really, you know what I'm saying? But
just Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, forgot Gang of Roses.
Gang. We don't have. How about this? We just don't have a lot of black westerns. So, the blueprint for that is the Django's, is the Posses, the Hateful Eight, the Gang of Roses, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So that's what because I think it was more than just James, whatever his name was. I think it's it was a duo. That's what they got to pull from. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're trying to go the opposite of 310, the Yuma, Tombstone, what it was, The Good, the Dead, the Ugly, which is the dope film, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I'm trying to go the opposite of that, but I'm going to be looking at films that, for one thing, showcase a face that looks like mine, and then films that write about the faces that look like mine. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why you got to, and I'm not trying to sway you into liking the film, but you know what I'm saying? Just that's probably why it seemed like that. Yep, they had to pull from that. But to me, the story, that fan fiction story was dope. That was a dope story all the way up until the end.
Right. They could have kept that ending. I was just ugh. We don't need a sequel.
I'm gonna laugh at. I'm gonna kind of shift gears here as far as the whole aspect of a black cowboy movie.
Okay.
See, when I think of a black cowboy movie, my first thought is something like Blazing Saddles.
Really?
Yes, because think about it like this: when you think about a black cowboy, until you got movies like this, who took that shit seriously?
Right.
Nobody.
Nobody.
That's why Blazing Saddles to me is probably the penultimate black cowboy movie, because it plays on the fact that nobody takes a black cowboy seriously, for one. For two, with him being the main character, for Barton to be the main character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people acknowledge him to be the main character, and he had a white co-star, you know what I'm saying? A white sidekick. So we're looking at something like, Gene Wilder. Yeah. So like I said, that's where And if you're talking about like westerns, these westerns weren't. They really were. I mean, they weren't even made by American guys. They weren't even made by cowboys. They're made. A lot of them made by French directors.
French directors, yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Spaghetti westerns, yep.
right. So to me, like I said, nobody takes black cowboy movies seriously, and they never will. They'll always be Django Unchained or Hateful Eight, because other than parody, that's all you have.
Mhm.
Right.
So that's why it's this. I feel like this movie will, because I haven't watched it yet, but now based on what you're saying, it's gonna fall flat for me because I can't take it seriously. Because
I would say you can't take it serious. Well, maybe only because of, like what Mika said, the aesthetic of the Tarantino stink on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like that's the typecast that you're going to get when
Right.
you have a movie like this. If somebody's going to do this to explore this idea again.
Well, I mean, I think what it'll take is you
got to break typecast.
Yeah, you get a director who looks at, I guess, some of these great white western films that we got, and we, you know what I'm saying, we do get it is a lot of good white western films out, you know what I'm saying? And I guess you use that mold and you just substitute black faces for the white faces. Like you get a Tombstone, because they could have made a Tombstone, right? This was fan fiction. So they could have did a Tombstone movie, shot it the same way, all of that. But I do agree with you in the terms of them not taking black westerns serious.
Nope.
But I also think one of the reasons they don't take black western serious is Blazing Saddles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but if you think about it,
hold on.
Go ahead.
We got Blazing Saddles. Came out, was it the late 60s, early 70s?
Early 70s.
Early 70s. Mel Brooks, Jewish director. But, you know, he's all about parody anyway. So you have this great movie, which couldn't be done today, that's a parody on, because it was basically a parody on Bass Reeves, who is a character in this movie, The Harder They Fall. So it's a parody. So that film was a parody, and it lasted from the 70s all the way up until now. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Even though we've had black, you know, like Posse and all that other in between that, like you said, the penultimate cowboy movie, black cowboy movie, is Blazing Saddles.
No doubt.
So how can I take a cowboy movie, a black cowboy movie, serious if the penultimate cowboy movie is a parody? You know what I'm saying? Is that it's gonna be hard to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? No matter how serious I come, because I do think that this is a serious movie. I think everybody everybody played their role. I think for me, the scene stealer was your boy from Jacksonville, the one who was in Power Rangers,
RJ Cyler.
I think he was him and the dude who died in X-Men First Class early. I can't think of his name. Those two, to me, you know what I'm saying, stole scenes and kind of helped push the movie along. If it's one reason why you got to watch it, for me, is Deon Cole.
Oh yeah. Because I didn't even know that was him.
Man,
I didn't know that was him.
Bruh, Deon Cole.
Okay,
and it's crazy. After I watched it, the fucking his commercial came on, and I was like, there's no way that was him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't. If you did not know that this was Deon Cole, you wouldn't know it was Deon Cole.
Right.
And I said, oh shit, this might get him out of his typecast that he's in. You know what I'm saying? This might get it because he played the hell out of that shit, man.
Yeah, like, I didn't even know that was him.
Okay.
That's how good he was. I was like, Who is this actor?
He had, because it was a whole different swagger. It was like a whole different everything from what you were used to seeing. Like if you watch Blackish and you know how he come on, he's the fucking goofy, not knowing sidekick at work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is totally not that at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is not that at all, man. And so yeah,
I think if they had given and not to say because they had Damon Wayans in it. It had
his son, Damon Wayans Jr.
Oh, Damon Wayans Jr. Sorry, Damon Wayans Jr. I mean, like a lot of comic. It was a lot of comic relief in this movie. Like, and I think that's kind of where I started to say, like, okay, are we doing what kind of movie is this? Like, is this a Western or is this a comedy? Like, what? I mean, I get it. Every drama has some type of comic relief in it, but
you know what it is, though?
I disagree with that.
I do too. I disagree.
Go ahead.
Look at these Westerns that we're trying to compare these to.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
No comic relief at all.
And I was about to say that because Black folks, when we watch movies, it has to name a movie that's not supposed to be a drama, but is a drama, like a cowboy, you know what I'm saying, like a Western, that doesn't have comic relief in it as a Black film. Even our Black thrillers have some kind of comic, some kind of comics sidekick or something like that. Our Black horror movies, it don't matter. We always, and I think maybe that's the only way we could sell a film, or maybe that was the blueprint to sell a film in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
I got reservations about that, but we'll save that for another.
Go ahead. I want to hear.
Well, I feel like that's because if we try to be serious, people don't take us that way. They don't take us legit. We think about it like this, man. Black people are entertainment.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So
we're entertainers, and that's where it's always been.
It's always been that way, and that's what I'm saying. To me, I think that's the blueprint which is bad. I'm not saying that that's good, but I'm saying that blueprint, that mold has been there for so long that's you know what I'm saying. That's what we do. It's ingrained in the way that we preview a film now, the way that we sell a film. Oh, hey, I got this, it's the comedy part. I got to keep that in there to keep the people entertained, because people might clock out. You know what I'm saying? If we don't have this little comic relief in it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be that. I don't know.
Here's my thing. When you got the preview, I've got the fit. When I saw the preview of this movie, I was like, yo, we're getting Posse. That's what I thought. I thought we was getting Posse. That's what I was like. I came in with the thoughts that this is about to be like how Posse was. Except it's two rival gangs going at each other. Like that's what I came in with. And then as I'm watching the movie, I'm just like, this ain't Posse. So like that was my turning point for like that movie, because I was like, when I saw the preview, I was like, oh snap, two gang cowboy, let's do this, son. And then that's not what we got. I mean, they went at each other, but it wasn't in the sense that I thought it was going to be in.
Well, to me, I mean, because we got the backstory of how everything happened, and then we got things coming full circle with that ending, which I thought was kind of cliche.
Yes,
it was cliche. It was, and I don't want to spoil it for you, Kobe, but it just.
I'm gonna watch it anyway.
It could have been written like that. That should have been done. It's not that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, because to me, this was it was a beautifully shot film. The backdrop and everything. I don't know if they actually went out to wherever they was at to film it. The props, the set, all of that looked wild westernish. You know what I'm saying? Like it looked like it was actually, you know what I'm saying, like it fit the part of like a small western town or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got that. The story was up to par up until that last part. It was up to par. And that if you know what I'm saying, if sometimes one piece of a movie could blow it for the whole movie, you know what I'm saying? And the more I think about it, that might have blew it for me. That last part might have blew it for me.
The plot twist blew it for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That plot twist. Mm-hmm.
That plot twist was. I was like, really? That's where we went with this?
Especially after he did everything that he did.
Right. I ain't giving it away, Kobe. So
that's all good. You're good.
Nah, that plot twist is what did it for me. I was just like, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and watch the rest of it because I'm gonna finish this movie, but the plot twist didn't do it for me.
Right.
It was like, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. I just didn't care for it because of the feel that it gave to me. Like I'm like, the trailer sold it a completely different way than what you see. So that's why I was like, ugh. And then as I'm watching the movie, I'm like, this is looking real familiar.
Real familiar.
So I mean, like I said, it's not a bad movie, and I was gonna do a review on this movie on my page, but I didn't because I'm pretty sure people would have been like, nah, that movie was dope. There's a whole bunch of black people in it. That's the only thing they would say. Like, what about this movie did you like?
That's not the saving grace.
Right. That's not
right.
Don't not do the review because people don't agree. I think you should do the review because they don't agree.
I don't mind if they don't agree, but I know what they're gonna say. It's gonna be
fuck them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right though.
It's gonna be you ain't like the fact that there was black people in this movie. I didn't say that.
Right.
That's nothing to do with that. I'm talking about this movie in general. All right, like the plot has some holes in it.
Yeah. I'm not one who runs to a movie just because there's black people in it. I've been the first to say that. I don't run because it's black. First black such and such. I'm like, okay, well, I'll wait for the second black such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Like, it took me a while before I actually sat down and watched this movie because, like, everybody's been talking about it, and I'm like, y'all hyping this movie up, but I'm not really I'm not too much. I mean, I was interested once I saw the previews. I'm not the previews, but the preview for it. I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and give this movie a chance. And but other than that, other people's like, oh, it's got there's all black cast. I'm like, okay. So what else about the movie did you like?
Right.
Yeah, the soundtrack was dope.
I didn't watch it till Sunday. When did we talk about it? Wednesday? We talked about it. No.
Monday.
Last Monday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I didn't watch it till just now, Sunday. So
I don't even. I don't remember. I think I watched it on Friday or Thursday when I was at home. So, and then like I was watching it, but I checked out because I was like,
I went to sleep.
Think about it. But think about it like this.
I was
tired.
Let me
tell you something.
I did. The first time I watched that, I fell asleep.
It's not a movie that you would be interested in. What the fuck do y'all care about cowboys and horses and the Wild West and shit like that? What? That's not shit that y'all are really interested in.
I don't like westerns, except for the Wild West. And I ain't talking about
Will Smith.
No, I'm talking about the original Wild West, the one your grandma used to sit and watch. She'd be like, girl, that's my.
That's another example of exactly what I'm talking about. They stuck Wild West with Will Smith.
Oh, okay.
They stuck him in that movie, made it a comedy when it wasn't a comedy.
It's not a comedy.
Nothing funny about that shit.
That's like they did the Rifleman or fucking what's the other one?
They did the Lone Ranger that way too, right? What they did a Lone Ranger? Was it a Lone Ranger? Yep. They made it a comedy.
I actually enjoyed that movie. To tell you the truth, I actually enjoyed Lone Ranger. I enjoyed it.
I couldn't sit through it.
I only watched it once.
When I heard they was coming out with the Wild Wild West, like my mind went to that TV show that I used to watch as a kid, and that's not what I got.
Yeah. But I mean, think of like I said, the Rifleman. The Rifleman is you know what I'm saying, hardcore. Damn, what's with the other one? My mom used to watch that shit religiously. I can't think
Bonanza.
Gunsmoke. Yeah.
Gunsmoke.
Oh, that would, but I wouldn't mind. Nah, never mind. I was gonna say if we got like an updated version of Bonanza as a Western, but nah, never mind. Nope.
It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work. Nah. Nope. But I would like to see another fan fiction, and it doesn't have to be Western, but take some, you know what I'm saying, real life black characters, you know what I'm saying, and put them together in a movie similar to how this was done. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be, to me, that should be the new wave. That should be the new wave.
I mean, wasn't like that, like One Night in Miami, kind of that.
Nope, that happened. I
mean, I know parts of it happened, but like, I mean, obviously we don't know the conversation.
Loosely based on that, but
yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
But no, I don't want like a loosely based. I like with the Harder They Fall. None of them ever met each other. None of them.
Right.
Remember, Buck died at 18. Cherokee Kid was up in Idaho somewhere. Something, you know what I'm saying? So none of those characters met. Hell,
it would have never run like that anyway. Because in a time period like that, you get a group of people like that, they would have been hunted by every other, you know.
Man, they'd have had all kinds of bounty hunters on their damn necks.
Yeah, that and you know, it was black gangs like that, but like you said, they would have, if a group like that, they would have been hunted, and they only would have went after other black. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't have gone after the way that they released old buddy from jail, shooting up that stagecoach like that. All the white soldiers, no.
Or the part when they just rode into this white town and robbed a white bank, they wouldn't even made it out.
Absolutely not.
Or if they would have made it out, they would have, because they didn't, like, nobody
made it out on a rope.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I would like to imagine. Let me see. Let me think of a historical black figure. I hate to do like
they do those wrong too. Look at what they did with Harriet Tubman.
No, not that. I don't want.
But
that.
they fucked that shit up every time, though.
You had to bring up something like that, man.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
But I don't want it, because to me that was a movie that tried to take itself too serious.
Very much so.
I want a whimsical story. Because that's what we got with The Harder They Fall. It was whimsical. Yes, it was serious, but it was whimsical. It was not meant to be, and you know what I'm saying? When you watch the movie, it's not meant to be taken. This was, and this is why when we had that conversation about the backlash that they had for Stagecoach Mary, when you watch the movie, this shit is not to be taken serious like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that type of a movie. It's like Tarantino. She said, do you take a Tarantino movie serious?
Hell no.
You do. But probably the most serious Tarantino movies was the Kill Bills, and those still had his certain flair of cheese or wonkiness in it. You know,
it's like watching Saturday Morning Kung Fu.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But those two films, Kill Bill Volume 1 and Volume 2, were probably his most serious films.
I can't say that. Have you seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Oh, that was dope.
I didn't watch it. I didn't.
But
I saw it in the movie theater.
Was it more? It was more serious than Kill Bill. Well,
yeah. I
didn't watch it because I don't know. Shannon Lee came out and said what she said, and it just made me not want to watch it when it came.
Well, they did Bruce Lee wrong in that movie. So I remember watching it in the movie theater and going, "Oh my god!" Like,
she was like, "This shit."
If this man was alive, he would come and whoop all of y'all's asses for doing that shit.
Tarantino would be first,
right?
When she came out and said how disrespectful the film was and portraying her father, I was like, "Oh, I'm good. I guess I'm
damn
good."
Sure, no doubt about that.
But okay, so 3 films out of what has he done? Like 8 films, I think. I think it's like he's done 8 films.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Most of his films aren't to be taken serious. He's either directed 8 films or he's had a hand and produced, because he didn't do Dust Till Dawn. He was just in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he wrote for it.
Right. But they're not even, that wasn't even to be taken serious. You know what I'm saying? So his movies aren't to be taken serious. The Harder They Fall isn't to be taken serious like that. Yes, it's a serious drama or a serious movie, but it's not to be taken, oh, this shit really happened, or you know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, he was shooting the 6-shooter like and wasn't missing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was some Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know what I'm saying, Rambo type shit.
Right.
This isn't to be taken serious. It's not a historically accurate film. So, but that's what I'm saying. So, you brought up Harriet. Yeah, Harriet was bad. And it was just a movie that wasn't needed, for one thing. Now, if they would have did what you sent me, Harriet Tubman versus vampires.
Yeah. Oh no, we said the not vampires. I thought we said zombies.
No, the comic you sent me.
Oh yeah. It was yes. It's Harriet Tubman versus vampires.
Now, see, I'm on board for that. Hell, I was on board for it was Abe Lincoln versus vampire. I'm on board for shit like that. This shit, just make it fun, make it a popcorn movie. Just make it a popcorn movie. I'm good. We don't need fucking everything to be taken so serious, because you know what I'm saying. A lot of our black films, unless it's a comedy, we don't get the escapism that our white counterparts get,
because they try to make it seem too real.
Right.
They try to give us scenarios that black people actually deal with every day. Right.
And nah, man, give me Harriet Tubman versus fucking vampire.
It's Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. That's
Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. She's fighting not only vampires but also demons. It says Harriet Tubman fights demons, vampires, and white supremacy.
All right. That's a movie I probably would watch.
That's what I'm saying.
I would enjoy the fuck out of it.
They're gonna do a comic first, so if y'all gonna do it right. You know what I'm saying? But
that's why I feel like we need our own horror icon. That's not fucking Candyman. Like, seriously, Candyman has been taken way too seriously now, and they've made it into something. It's been perverted into pushing an agenda. So now we need one like we need like a Jason from Part 6 and on.
Okay,
that's what I think.
We need a black character that's gonna that like sits in your spirit from here on out.
I'm serious. I feel like that would.
That's it.
For one, see that animation.
Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer.
You get a better picture than that. I got a
Harriet Tubman Demon
Slayer. Boondock shit.
The creator is David Crownson, and it was drawn by
Boondock shit.
It was drawn by Cortland Ellis, Joey Vasquez, and Stephen Harris.
Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer.
It says when slave owners can't stop the formidable ninja warrior Harriet Tubman, they call on the help of vampires, werewolves, witches, and demons to stop her. Harriet Tubman must lead a family of slaves to freedom while battling an army of darkness.
Catcher Freeman. Catcher Freeman.
That's basically right. Yeah. Shit. I didn't even think about that. She's a ninja warrior, yo.
Oh man. Head clean off.
I'm watching, but you know what? I'm watching this any day of the week though.
Oh, no doubt. 100%.
If this played on Adult Swim, I'm watching every Saturday. Every Saturday.
Love Afro Samurai. Yeah. That shit was dope. Animation was dope. All of it dope.
If they put this on Adult Swim, I'm watching.
Yeah.
That's basically what this is, Afro Samurai.
But yeah, those are the films that, like you said, we don't have that black horror icon other than Candyman.
And we just beat the shit out of that.
Yeah,
that's not even an us creation.
No, it's not.
If they would have just, I think if they would have just, I think if they would have just
about us,
if they would have, right, yeah. Exactly. Just the fact that Jordan Peele even.
Man, I don't see Cuz in the street. We keep getting split.
Yeah, we get.
I'm still upset about that spiritual sequel. Don't even. Yeah, I'm not.
JP, you hear me talking to you, boy? Hey, we got to talk about this Candyman.
Right.
Don't let me be on the red carpet and I run into him. Hey, cuz, come here. Let me holler at you real quick.
Right. Let's get
remember that movie you did? Time. You remember that movie you signed on to? I know you ain't directed, but you was a part of it. Right. Let's talk about this real quick.
People under the stairs, my ass, cuz. We can talk about this shit.
Right. Please don't. Damn.
I mean, I think it should have been just leave well enough alone, right? We got it. Like the first movie was not directed by a black man, but it's an iconic movie because of the simple fact that there's a black man terrorizing this neighborhood, right?
That was new for us back then.
Exactly, and the only way, and we grew up. You know, most of us grew up with Bloody Mary. We knew not to do that shit in the mirror, but we still did it anyway because it was fun. They took a whole item, a whole thing where we actually look in the mirror every day, and they made it a weapon of mass destruction. like how long did it take before you looked in the mirror after you saw that movie?
They know
and try not to say the name in your mind because you figured if you say it in your mind, he can still hear you.
Still get your eyes.
Like if you would have just left well enough alone, like leave us with the first two movies because we don't talk about the third one. Leave us with the first two movies. Now you done created a whole nother. We were introducing it into a whole nother generation. That generation was our. We introduced them to that. Okay, right. The first movie. We're
the elders. We give them that.
I feel like. Excuse me. When it comes to Candyman, to me, Candyman and Freddy Krueger the same. Like you can't to me, you can't do Freddy if Robert Englund isn't Freddy.
Exactly.
I have
no, don't you say that. Don't you say that.
I do.
You can't say that.
I'm telling you, eventually you're gonna have to let that shit go because it's going to happen again.
No. I mean, they're gonna. We're gonna get another Nightmare on Elm Street remake like 10 years from now or something like that.
Nah, shit. I don't even think it's gonna be that far away.
It's gonna be like 2 years.
Right.
This is not one of those T'Challa Black Panther things. This is not what that is. When I say that you can't do of course you can do. You know what I'm saying? A Freddy Krueger they already done it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They made him look like an actual burn victim, which made it horrible.
But what I'm saying is it doesn't work. I don't think it works. That's what I think I should say it that way.
I think if they can find an actor that had the same charisma as Robert Englund had. Like he was Freddy.
Right. But the thing is, even and I guess this is the way people are looking at the whole Chadwick Boseman thing. The first actor to do it, we see that character, you know what I'm saying?
Set the precedence.
So you have Robert Englund who did this shit for 30 plus, 25, 30 years playing this character. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing why the recast the T'Challa thing don't make sense. He was only that shit for 5 years, like one movie and 2 cameos, you know what I'm saying? This dude, Robert Englund's been Freddy damn near as long as I've been alive.
Right.
10 times.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to I wouldn't say it's not hard to recast, it's hard to redo that movie because he's not Michael Myers, he's not Jason, you know what I'm saying? He's not a guy covered up in a mask. He is actually he actually has a personality, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like even Candyman has a personality, even though it's a bland, but he has a personality. Freddy has a over the top, I'm finna talk about you. I'm jokes and you know.
But it wasn't always that
know, but
way, though.
It became that though.
Right.
That's
He didn't do that until the third movie.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I agree. But it was something, and I don't know who said, let's throw some jokes in there. Might have been Robert Englund, might have been Craven. I don't know. But it worked.
It was
doing
Chuck Russell, the director of the third movie. I actually just watched a little documentary about this, about why they changed the character and why he became more comedic. It was a first-time director, had no idea how to do this film.
Right.
And he just said, fuck it, we're going to throw a bunch of shit at the wall. And a lot of that was him. And Robert Shea was like, oh, well, we're just going to go for it. This will be your career. If it doesn't work,
right.
Boom. Took the fuck off.
It worked.
Best damn one out of the series.
But I mean, they did the same thing with Thor. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
They did the same thing. So sometimes it works. And that's what I'm saying. This works. If they can, like Mika said, they can find somebody with that same charisma, with the same, don't necessarily have to be the same mannerism, but just the person, you know what I'm saying, having that personality to carry that along. The dude who played him, that's not him. You know what I'm saying? It was too serious. It was too real. You know what I'm saying? Like they tried to make it too fucking.
It's almost like they went back. It's almost like they took reference from the first movie, because the first movie there were no one-liners, right? They went back to the first movie. They went back to the horror. Like Freddy didn't have one-liners in that first movie. The most he did was cut his pinky off, and it was like, oh, or he made his arm stretch out real wide. Like that was the scary shit, right? But he didn't have any one-liners in there. He said stuff to people like you about to die, like that type of stuff. But it wasn't like you're on prime time, bitch. Like he didn't have those, funny one-liners that
and
before he killed you
was even darker,
right? Like and of course with all the underlining stuff under, yeah. So like that movie was, like he said, it was even darker. Like the first two movies were supposed to be that way. And then again, you have this first time director who probably saw the first two in passing and was like, yep, I'm going to go a different route.
Yep.
We're going to make Freddy taunt his victims before he kills them. And not just cut his pinky off or make his arm stretch out wide or drag somebody's body down a damn hallway. Nah, we're going to have him turn somebody into a damn puppet.
Right. Okay. Well, to wrap it up, would Freddy, it didn't work with this last actor. Do you see them trying that way once again, or do you see them trying to find an actor who can maybe replicate some of that one-liners like Kobe said, or that comedic response, the Spider-Man quips that he did? You know what I'm saying? Do you find an actor to try to be that, or do you try to make it serious and we say, all right, this is going to be the tone going forward?
I think they're gonna go with the Freddy that everybody knows. They're gonna go. I'm not saying that nobody knows the Freddy from the first two movies. We do, but the Freddy that everyone knows right now is the one-liner Freddy. Like he gives that comic relief, but then you also gonna die in your sleep. So like I think don't go back to Dark Freddy. Don't go back. Don't make him a child molester. Keep him as a child killer. Don't try to change the story. Definitely don't go back to, we just flat out killing people. No, give us the one-liners. Like, right. Give us that. But you got to find somebody with that can deliver it like Robert Englund did. Like, if you can't get that, don't do this movie.
It's you know what I'm saying, with they saying that this Chucky series is getting a lot of praise. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are loving the nostalgia of it, and a lot of people are loving that they actually are taking the story. Even they're using all of the movies except for the one that just came out where he was the robot or whatever, the AI. They didn't, you know what I'm saying?
It's owned by two different companies.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing too. It's this Chucky or Child's Play that we're getting is owned by the original person.
Yep.
But I didn't know that when the one that just recently came out with Luke Skywalker having the voice of Chucky, that's actually owned by the movie studio.
Orion.
Yeah.
Orion. Mm-hmm.
I said, damn, that's how. But you know, they did the same thing, and I didn't know this. The same thing happened with 007 back in the day.
Yep.
2 007 films were released in the same year, 2 different actors.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
2 different film studios.
I want to say it was Lazenby and Timothy Dalton
Mhm.
were 007 at the same time.
That's crazy. I said that's wild. But so with this Chucky, them going back to the roots of Chucky, but also keeping some of that stupid Chucky that a lot of people didn't like canon, and mixing it or mashing it all together and basically coming out with, because I watched the first episode, but I haven't gotten into the, I think it's 4 deep in now. I haven't gotten to the fourth one.
Fifth one comes
Fifth
out
one.
tonight.
But
Or
they're
tomorrow,
praising
yeah.
it. They're praising it hard, man. Do you think they should do something like that with maybe a Jason? We just talked about Freddy Krueger. You know what I'm saying? When it comes, because I think this Chucky series is going to be the first of many series that we horror icon series that we get.
I think we already mentioned it before.
We did. Yep.
I agree with that.
I do too, and I think, like I said, we probably already talked. I think we talked about this before. I would love to see a Jason versus Freddy series.
Yeah, we did.
So I mean,
To me,
I think there's more to that story, especially with the way the first Jason versus Freddy ended. Don't give us another movie. Give me a series.
Yeah.
Limited series.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
10
not
episodes.
something that can go on and on like The Walking Dead. Like, give me a limited series, kind of like, and USA can do it like they do The Sinner. The Sinner is a limited series, but it changes every year.
So would you do it as an anthology?
No,
like if
do it like you're doing Chucky.
Your story.
Yeah, do it like you're doing Chucky.
This is what I was gonna say, because I think an anthology. This is the reason why I think an anthology would work. You still keeping the same antagonist, which would be Jason and Freddy, but every season it's a whole new set of players, whole new group of teenagers or whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, kind of like American Horror Story.
American Horror Story. You know what I'm saying?
I think after a while that'll get stale.
It would.
I think if you just did it one time, people would be interested in it. But then when you start adding in like every season is a whole new set of, or maybe if they took place in like different eras, like if we
it could be different eras. It could be
like watching 90s kids get they behind whooped by Jason and Freddy. I mean, if you did it that way, maybe, but how do you keep the kills fresh?
Yeah, because you can only do
but
so
that's
much.
why it would be like different eras. Like if you did different eras, because I mean, you can only kill people so many, like you said, the kills being fresh, but it would be the situation in which they got killed. So we know, in the 90s, kids were outside a little bit more free. Not saying that the kids ain't free now, but it was a little bit more autonomy with kids back in the day. You know what I'm saying? On their bikes, they riding 2-3 miles just to go, you know what I'm saying? Because we was, when you was a kid, you was out 80s, 90s, you was out. You wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Soon, like you said, X-Men go off, you outside, you don't come back home until 7, 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole, parents like, well, shit, went outside 11, didn't come back. Think about the time, and I hate to get off on this tangent. Think about the time of shit that could have happened between 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock from whenever you went outside to 7 o'clock. A whole work day done went past.
Yep.
And you outside, away from your house. Now,
miles away.
Now, my son go outside. I'm peeping out the window. Man, this motherfucker ain't in the front yard. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy now. You know what I'm saying? How we baby our kids. You know what I'm saying? Now, because like I said, I was gone. I could have been, it's crazy. I could have been in a whole nother city. As long as I made it back by the motherfucking street lights coming on.
I've been in a whole nother city.
I've been in different states.
Now that, you know what? That would be that would be a dope original story. the life of it. You know what I'm saying? If you said what's the show that just came out? We were talking about that we didn't need to do a black version of it.
Yeah.
The
Wonder
Wonder
Years.
Years.
Give me the Wonder Years set in the 90s and show, you know what I'm saying? I just need one episode of the day in the life of a kid from 11 to 7. You know what I'm saying? Before Family
Right.
Matters and all that came on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
GIF and shit.
Right.
give me
Like 11 o'clock. Pew. I'll be back later.
and just
12
break
o'clock.
break
Damn,
that
I'm
shit.
hungry.
You know what? Matter of fact, give me a whole season of that one day. Just like how 24 was.
Oh, like 24.
Yeah. Yep. Just like how 24 was. Give me
Because a lot can happen in that hour.
yeah. Man. You know what? Let me quit talking before they steal my motherfucker.
Yeah. They did get writing that shit down.
Yeah,
They
man.
writing it. They like this. Keep talking. Go ahead.
Yep.
Keep talking.
Yep.
And it's probably fucking Marvel or fucking Disney or something.
So Feige. Feige watching us.
Yeah, man. Yep. But let's wrap this show up, man. It's been damn near 3 hours,
Almost 3 hours.
man. I know. This
But
might
when
be
we
the-
start to talking, we get to talking.
Right.
Good conversation.
We pour one of them 30, 45s, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, 35.
But so let's do a recap. We did a Disney Plus day. No real joy or excitement from that.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Some good news, but majority of it was blah, whatever. We talked about T'Challa, just recast already or scrap the film. At this rate, you hurt nobody but yourselves.
Cut it off
Cut it off. And
before it becomes cancerous.
Mika did not like The Harder They Fall.
I didn't say I didn't like. I said it was an okay movie. You know, I'm doing my review. Y'all, come from me. Come from me.
Give us another Mika G review. Let's get it, man.
Come from me.
But
Now, tomorrow.
yeah.
Do you want to jump on tomorrow afterwards? Because I feel like there's gonna be a lot to speculate on.
You want to do something quick?
I'm down.
I think you know what. Honestly, I
What
think
are we speculating about? Hold on, I'm sorry.
Spider-Man.
So tomorrow's Spider-Man Day,
Yeah.
and they were supposed to release a trailer. They're supposed to announce a lot of different shit tomorrow.
This will be a big announcement. I think. You know what? I don't think it's gonna be all what it's cracked up to be.
I think they're going to announce your theory with it being 2 movies.
2 movies. Yeah. Could be.
You know what? If that shit happens, we got to go find that live stream, and that shit's got to go everywhere.
You got to go everywhere, huh? I said it first, right here. Like I'm trying to, but I mean, to me, that's one theory. The more I think about it, probably does have a little bit of legs on it, but
I still think I don't think that it's going to be the multiverse movie that everybody thinks.
everybody thinks, yeah.
I think everybody going to come in from the multiverse, yes, but I still think Peter Parker is a wanted criminal, and it's a bunch of vigilantes trying to take his ass down.
You still on that?
That's what I think it is. Like somebody's got a big cash prize on his head, and everybody's looking to cash in. That's what I think this movie is.
Well, we'll see. Yeah.
So, tomorrow the second trailer is supposed to drop. Me myself, I'm like, man, just the movie comes out damn near next week. Why?
Right? Shit, we only got 2.5 weeks till it comes out. Yeah.
So, they said they're supposed to be dropping the trailer tomorrow. And I mean, if you want to get on quick, I don't think we need to do anything like this 2.5, damn near 3 hours.
Nah, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Max.
if we can go live real quick. You want to do it at 8 or you want to do it
8's
early?
cool.
8?
Cool with
Okay.
8.
You good?
I mean, we could probably do it earlier if y'all are down.
What? I mean, I don't have nothing to do tomorrow. You good for doing an earlier stream?
I'm stuck at the house.
You got you quarantined up.
I'm quarantined.
Okay. So 6.
Let's do it.
6. We'll do it at 6. Knock it out. Quick 30 minutes, 45 at the most, and just you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't think it's gonna be shit. I really don't. I don't think it's gonna be. Yeah. So this has been Blues House. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share. That's Mika. as Kobe. I am Blue, and we are signing out. You ain't got to go home. Mika, you come on. You got one for
Hold on. You go ahead. No, y'all do your thing. I got it.
Okay.
You ain't got to go home, but you know what you got to do? You got to get the hell on up out of here.
Take it easy. Be safe.
You can't handle the truth.
I'm about it. I'm about it.
I decided that I'm going to say a movie quote at the end of the show.
Man, okay.
I like that. I like that.
I'm with it.
Every time a movie quote. Peace,
Yes.
man. Y'all be safe.
Take it easy.